Welcome back, LEGO fans, to episode 27 of the Quarantine Cast here on Beyond the Brick. I'm Joshua Hanlon, joined as always by Brian Saviano, Bricks O'Brien, and we've got Matt the Brick Wiz with us today as well. So it's an exciting episode of more Building and Chatting with LEGO. And right off the bat here, I think we need some F's in the chat for Brian's Duncan today, because before we started, it wasn't good. He pulled it out, and let's just say there was some disappointment on his face.
The cheese was burnt. Burnt to a crisp. And as much as I love eating crispy fake cheese from Dunkin' Donuts, that is not what I want to start off my fantastic week that I'm having currently. So thanks for the emotional support, everybody in the live stream chat. There is nothing you can do to make up for it, but let's just move on and build some Lego while I sip my coffee and look into the camera and try not to cry.
It's a tough one for Brian today. You know what they could do, though, is some super chats to help you get more Duncan in the future to make up for what they did to you today.
That could be the case, but those people, they don't learn. You know, it's not like they're going to do better next time. They probably won't. You know, so I don't know if any amount of money can cure my woes currently. You know,
no amount of money. Even how was there a number of 501st battle packs that could cure you right now?
There's always a number. Come on.
There's the number is like 0. I don't need any of those. I have Harry Potter, which is better. So, well, arguably, but I have this here today to build. Yeah.
What set is that?
I was gonna say the Bilbo Baggins hut because Hobby looks like Bilbo and he doesn't. My life is in shambles. This is 4 Privet Drive, set number 75968, 797 pieces. That's it.
Nice. I'm continuing my trend of old school sets with the yellow castle here that I'll be working on today. Here's the instruction booklet. I've got the box I keep on display behind me there. So this is a set that, like last week's classic space set, I've built many years ago, but it's been a very long time. So I wanted to put it back together here just to enjoy the fun of building a classic set again. So looking forward to that. We'll hopefully, I think I have all the pieces for this one here. Should be. Oh, yes, it says all the pieces are here except one of the hinge pieces is broken. I think I can make that work.
You got to call Lego. They got to give you a new part.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, listen, I know the set's old, but you got to give me my part, even though it's 20 years old.
Matt, what do you have back there in that display case? I like that.
Oh, that is the beautiful Imperial Star Destroyer gifted by Beyond the Brick for last year's Creations for Charity live stream, and a fantastic iDisplay case. A little bit of a glare, but it's okay. But yeah, I got the Star Wars Celebration Vader bus in there too. And on the bottom, you might see that's like a little weird. That's actually, you know, the thing on cars when it's like super sunny and hot,
yeah,
put
like
that in front. Yeah, so I have it's like the episode 4 of the cockpit. It's got Chewie, Luke, Obi-Wan, and Han, which is nice. But yeah,
I wish I could be like out of the closet nerd as much as you are with that. I wish I could, but you. I mean. And you grab it by the tendrils and you just own it, Matt. I appreciate that.
I'll be honest. I think you're the same degree. I mean, you got a giant Super Mario head right behind you. I don't think we're hiding anything. Oh, speaking of which, hold on. I got a surprise for you.
Oh,
for who?
I was out like you do shopping, and I came across this, and I think this is the perfect gift that I want to give to you next year. At Brick Fair, Brick World, wherever I see you, it's a Lego Super Mario hat.
Lego Super Mario hat? Wow.
Ooh.
Hey, man. If I haven't driven you away with my insults of Star Wars yet, I'm certainly going to kick your ass now. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate
well, then
that.
I'll just keep... I mean, my head's too big anyway, so it doesn't even fit me. So.
That won't fit my giant cord either. Don't think it's going to get worn. It's going to be on display.
Never mind.
It's going to be on display and collect dust until I wear it when I ascend or descend to the great beyond, and you'll see me with that Mario hat on. It'll be great.
Nice, very cool. I saw.
Where'd you pick
Anytime
that
I
up
see
from?
Super Mario, it's from a friend. I didn't
Oh,
actually
okay.
buy it, but they had it extra. But every time I see Super Mario now, I just think of Brian. I don't know if that's good or not. If I'm being like mentally trained to think that.
It's a gift and a curse at this point. It's, as much as I've wanted this to happen for my entire life, it's like now, man, it's just what so, it's good. It's good.
So Kevin's wondering, was that actually a Lego Super Mario hat, or is it just a Super Mario hat?
No,
It
it's
has
just
the
a
Lego
Super.
logo. Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
had the Lego
No,
logo.
it does have the Lego thing on it. I'm pretty sure it's like fake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So like,
so don't get your
okay.
hopes up. It's not. It's okay. It's fine.
It looks cool still.
Yes, I thought of Brian, but like, I mean, I have big head. If Brian has a big head, then this is just going to my cousin. Then it's fine. It's a thought that counts.
Thank you.
Brian, I wish we had known you when John and I went to Japan, because we brought Kevin back some Nintendo themed stuff from some shops in Japan, and we could have brought you some little things, but sadly, this one beautiful relationship had not started then.
You knew of me, but you didn't know me. So I'm not saying you should have had the foresight to know that this would blossom, but like, in the early stages when you're just getting to know someone, you don't know where it's going to go. And you're like, well, is this going to be something? Is it not going to be something? And you're like, well, so I appreciate that you're thinking of me now. And next time you go to Japan, you're just going to have to spend twice as much as you would have the first time for
That's
me.
exactly right.
Or now hear me out. This might be a little drastic, but next time they go to these amazing conventions in luxurious places around the world, they can bring us.
They could, but that would require existing around the Hanlons for an extended amount of time.
Oh yes, the contract
hard
ends at
pass on that.
episode 30. The contract ends. Bricks O'Brien's now.
Wait,
a free
you have
agent.
a contract?
No, I'm talking about you. I'm saying you're a free
I have
agent.
A contract?
After
I don't
episode
sign
30.
any of these NDAs, Matt. I don't sign any of them. They just
Guys,
get
He had Matt sign your name on it, so we're all
exactly.
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is that fraud?
No, it's not fraud unless someone finds out about it. It's fine.
Chatters, block your ears. Thank you. Am I misinterpreting things? Does Brian feel the same way I do? Where does that relationship stand? Joe, it's all about communication and really miscommunication. And what I can say to you, Joe, is I appreciate you for being an excellent builder. Do the feelings extend? No. Joe, I'm sorry. Just gonna pop a bubble right in that one.
Wow, crushing dreams
Joe.
this early into the stream already, Brian.
Yeah. I haven't drank enough of my coffee yet to, Oh, it was referring to me and Joshua, not us.
Awkward.
Joe,
Yikes.
Well, hold on, Joe. There's no shot, anyways. So between me and Joshua, no, that's dead on arrival too. It's getting to the end after the 24-hour stream. I'm thinking like January 2021. I just call it. I'm just done. Over.
You just call me up and you're like, I'm out.
Yeah. I mean, what better time? 2020 with the quarantine cast, and I'm just gonna call it quits with all video things in general. I think it gets more appealing by the day. Honestly, it gets more appealing by the hour. So,
boy, we need to help Brian out here.
There's no amount of help. That I have made my decision almost. There's nothing you can do. Anyways, we have Poor Perfect Drive. We have coffee. We have Matt. We have the Yellow Castle. Let's get to
we should do some building here. That's a good idea.
Brian, I'll be honest. It looks like you just woke up. Is that true?
No. Listen. There's information. I don't want to. I've been awake extensively. Trust me.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No, you're good. Shout out to everybody.
It's that hardcore Minecraft. I saw you twitching that last night.
Yes, it was.
Endlessness.
It's keeping the kids in line, banning them one at a time as soon as they die. It's great. It's great. It's the only thing that keeps me going.
This has always been my holy grail Lego find. It even has all of the stickers applied. So like it came with the empty sticker sheet, and all of the stickers were like applied properly. Yeah, I was amazed at how good of shape the set was in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So were you doing some of that? I think you talked about on a past stream, the Minecraft streams you do, where I think you talked about on a past stream, the Minecraft streams you do, where if people die, they get kicked out. It's a one and done deal.
Yes, and that is still maintained. I have not died yet. There are still a bunch of people who have not died yet. We had more casualties last night, but it is still going until either I die or the Ender Dragon gets defeated. So, yeah. Let me just mute up here for a second while I open this bag and not rip your eardrums off.
Aw, how thoughtful.
So anything exciting happening in the world of Star Wars these days, Matt?
Fortunately not. Lego Star Wars is not looking good next year.
Oh no.
I am excited for The Mandalorian. It's coming out at the end of this month. Should be very exciting.
Oh yeah, that's not far off. That's a good way to end 2020.
Yeah, that's nice. But yeah, in terms of Lego, I mean, there are rumors are rumors, but it's not looking too great. I'm definitely envious of the recent Harry Potter wave. It looks really good.
Yep. That's why Brian's been building through them.
Yeah.
Star Wars fans just sometimes get stuck with some mediocre waves.
It's either like super amazing or just super dead, and like there's no consistency, which is sad. But it's whatever. We'll work through it. It's fine.
We'll work through it. You and Star Wars are just going through a bit of a rough patch.
we just gotta keep our head down and just keep going until something good happens.
You know what has been super cool is they did the was it just last year was the Christmas set X-Wing, the employee gift.
Yes.
That was a cool.
That was really cool
idea.
That thing is like super expensive now too. I mean, you're not obviously supposed to sell it if you're an employee, but I'm sure there are people who end up selling it. But yeah, that was really cool. That was probably one of the better employee gifts that I've seen in a decently long time. So that was exciting. I like that.
Yeah, that's the one type of Star Wars re-release I can get behind. If you're doing something like super unique like that, I mean that's pretty cool. That's very different than just a regular release of a set.
Yeah, I see Chad asking what I'm building. I don't have anything to build. I don't want to open any more 501st Battle Packs. I think Brian might get a little upset, so we're gonna be not opening those today. But I'll have something for next week probably. So
I think I saw somebody ask what year this castle was from. I think 1978. I want to say. Producer John can independently verify that in the background here, but it was right around there. Yep, John just said that's right. So 1978. How much would it to be on Bricklink? I honestly don't know what this set sells for. If I had to guess, I want to say in like the $250 range.
What's the official name of the set? Yellow Castle?
You set 375. Yeah.
375, only 3 digits. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Let's take a look at sealed. There's not even any listings in the US for sealed. That's crazy.
Oh wow.
Let's just go to anywhere, I guess. Wow. The only one listed on the entirety of Bricklink is in Singapore, sealed for $8,500. I can't imagine that's selling at all.
Yeah, but I mean, like you said, if that's the only one there, so I guess if someone really wanted a sealed copy of it, you got to pay up.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I don't care about, guys?
Talk to us, Brian.
Please.
Can I get the full screen here, Timmy? I don't care about that yellow castle.
Oh boy.
You know
Here
what
we go.
I care about something that is developed between one of the people in this live stream room right here. I would like to publicly congratulate one Joshua Hanlon for getting engaged, sir. Are you kidding me?
Ladies and gentlemen,
tell me you were doing it. Come on. I need to be on the inside. I need the leaks. The Instagram kid didn't leak the information. I was supposed to know. Congratulations, sir.
Our little Joshua's all grown up.
I know. It's pretty crazy. They grow up so quickly, don't they, Matt?
Insane. Jeez. Time flies by, I guess,
I appreciate the shout out, Brian. Yes, I did. I got engaged Friday last week now. So it's very exciting. I'm very happy. Very much looking forward to the future. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I didn't want to leak anything because I had
It's a lot
to.
of fun. Joshua Hanlon 2020 game.
I'm still kind of processing everything, you know. It's a big life move.
I mean, yeah, you're like committed for life, bro.
I know. So
it's
it's
awesome.
Kevin says he knew about a month ago. You know, follow BTB leaks on Insta.
Yeah, I didn't see the leaks, Kevin. I was very surprised. I saw Kevin message. He texted me and he was like, "What the it happened over here?" And then I looked on Facebook and I'm like, "This guy just did it." Jeff McAwee with the $2 super chat. Did you ask her in the red suit?
I did not ask her in the red suit because I wanted it to be a total surprise for her, which it was, which was really cool. And so I couldn't do anything that would be like indicate that something weird was going to happen, such as showing up in a red suit. So yeah, I kept everything like pretty normal and casual was the goal. So that way she wouldn't know what was going to happen. And yeah, I went pretty much. John and I went location scouting to the place where I proposed the day before, so that he could get those great photos. If you saw those photos I posted, John took all of those, and
I
he
wish
did
I
a
had
very good job with
like
that. What's that?
I wish I had paparazzi like that.
Just get married, Brian. That's all you have to
Yeah,
do.
that's the dream. That's the dream, Matthew. One day at a time.
As Kevin said, there was a grainy image of the proposal with some blocks watermarks on it. Just wait till you see the minifigs that come with the wedding. Gonna be a hit. That's right. Yeah, Kevin knows where to look for the leaks. I tried to keep it from the kids on Instagram best as I could.
But really, yeah, congratulations. I'm glad you guys are engaged and moving forward in your lives. And it's so good and weird for me to see, like, okay, you're not just like the guy in the screen. You have like a life and now you have a fiance.
I know.
It's just like not like I'm seeing you grow up, because I haven't been a part of this whole thing for too long, but like it's just cool to see.
Brian's
Thank
getting
you.
all emotional. It's just the burn cheese, the engagement. It's just all hitting him at once.
Relax.
It's just all hitting him at once. He doesn't know how to
me at
contain
once. There's a lot going on, Maddie. There's a lot going on. So let's you know what I mean? Trying to build Privet Drive and try not to cry thinking about how Josh was engaged to the love of his life.
It's so beautiful, Brian.
It's amazing that I might cry and I need Andres to hold me. Where's
Andres
Andres?
told me he's preparing a ukulele solo for the wedding.
You know what? That's the only guest I'd want to have at my wedding.
We can bridge the ocean somehow and get him involved.
I would move mountains to get Andres at my wedding. I take out another loan on my house to pay for his plane ticket. Not even kidding. Make sure you get a +1 for Andres and his Apple. How could I not? How could I not listen?
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. Joseph mentioned earlier how he liked the photo where I was pointing out to my fiance Lauren where John was hiding in the bushes taking photos during the proposal. There's a very good photo he got of that. So once again, big shout out to producer John going above and beyond. Should we do the wedding like a convention video where I go around interviewing attendees?
Do a tour. Hey guys, my name's Joshua Hamlin, and today we're taking a look at the entire wedding reception. This video is brought to you by Lego. We're gonna be interviewing everyone here.
Sponsored by Brickmania, of course.
Yeah, have the tanks rolling in the beginning of your wedding. If you get a wedding movie, like you hire a cinematographer, just have the Brickmania tanks rolling in the first intro of it.
You know what? Alyssa's right. I'd rather have Andres officiating the wedding, because he would be up at the podium, be like, Joshua, it's so good to see you and your fiance. This is the best time for me to see you.
There would definitely be crying involved.
I would be an emotional mess. Are you kidding me?
I know.
And that's just without the wedding. I mean, like, especially at the wedding, that would be next level stuff.
Kevin says episode 109 of Quarantine Cast will be live streaming my wedding.
Oh god, there's 100 more episodes of this.
Yeah, you're taking up the mantle when 2021 rolls around, Matthew. I'm out.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
Brian, what would you do with your Tuesdays if you didn't have Quarantine Cast?
Probably something that's going to launch me on a more consistent career path.
Such as?
You know, Matt, 3 days. I don't know. Okay, we all can't work at Kohl's and buy 501st.
I'll be able to do 2 Minecraft hardcore streams.
2 a day. Hey, kids, you want to play Minecraft? We'll play twice a day. You don't need to hire a babysitter where you can just plop your kid in front of a tablet and watch me all day. It's great.
Oh, Kevin, he's got so many good ideas in chat. Dan Siskin from Brickmania can be one of my groomsmen with a camo suit without sleeves.
Wait, you won't even see him there because he's in the camo suit. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, we got to get the sponsors involved. You know.
I mean, knowing you probably know a ton of people. You got to invite a ton of people to that wedding. It's got to pay for itself somehow, It's financially irresponsible if you just use all your money, but if you can get the sponsors involved,
that's true.
You know what to do.
We've got big, in the reception halls, big Brickmania and Clone Army custom banners.
Yeah. Chill out and just get it paid.
I think your bride to be would just walk out. So
no,
I don't know about that.
Matthew, the thing is, if she's marrying Joshua, she knows what she's in for, so she can expect him to be financially responsible enough.
That's very true.
Sponsors for the wedding, because listen, let's say the Hanlons. There's a lot of Hanlons that exist in the immediate family, let alone friends. So there's going to be at least 7,500 people there. You're telling me that they're going to take it just out of their bank accounts or the parents are going to pay for it? No. Danny, give me that banner. Pump the banner right up. Get him in the camo. Call it a day. And you know what? He'll love it. You call up Victor. You say, hey, get this Eclipse graphics sponsorship. Hey, come on. Let's go.
Oh, yes.
7,500 guests at the venue, and then you also have another 15,000 between the Periscope and Facebook watchers, and then at least 25 on YouTube. At least 25. Get Arby's to provide food for the reception. Joseph Zawada is the wedding coordinator. I don't know what you want me to say, Joshua. It's writing itself.
Oh, man. It's too much for me to take in. There's too many good ideas to process.
There's at least 7 people watching on Twitch. You get Jeff to be the bouncer. No one's going to get past Jeff. Look at him. Are you kidding me? Look at his profile picture. No one's getting past him. And then Matt in the corner can show off his latest Star Wars mock. He can show off Endor. It's right in the corner.
I'll bring Endor.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
Like him standing by
It's like a mini convention in the reception hall. And then while you're having the first dance, then is when the after dark adult night starts. And then, you roll in the carts of vacation juice.
Oh God, they're going to do Adult Swim, like Brick Fair at the wedding.
Yes.
Oh, no, it's so bad.
Everyone has a reason these two should not be joined. Please speak now. Joshua, we got a super chat from Ash Daddy here. Thank you very much. That would be my wedding, reading off the donations, because I'm just, oh, man.
I need you there because so if we live stream it, then you can sit there and read the super chat donations during the wedding.
Yes, I will be the wedding MC. I will be the one who's like, I could totally be the hype man. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Bricks O'Brien right here. We're at the Hanlon's wedding 2021. What up? And do it that way.
And then you play some Minecraft music in the background. That's what I feel like would drop.
Yes. You have the Minecraft title screen trap remix. And you have the most banger playlist of video game music you've never heard in your life because you don't play video games.
Yes.
Wishing you a wonderful life. one brick at a time. Kevin, you're a genius. You're a genius. Hinkle, someone should hire you. Not Lego, someone else.
Man.
Get you on the marketing team.
I'm sorry. I just can't stop laughing. Oh.
Man, one wedding at a time. Daddy, are you out there? Give this man a sponsorship for the wedding.
The whole wedding will start with the graphic of our bricks falling down in the Lego showing.
Yes. And it starts up with that awkwardly close up of your face that like John is always like at least 6 inches too close to your face. And then he pans out to show the rest of the wedding reception. And then she, I don't know how she feels about all these different things, but like you have her next to you and she's like, you know, freaked out, totally freaked out.
Yes. I think with all of these ideas, she'll definitely be fully freaked out.
Brian, I think you have a very promising career in wedding planning and management.
That's for sure.
If anyone out there can find me a promising career in anything, please, thank you. Matt, I appreciate those kind words there.
Gotcha.
Much appreciated, sir.
Just remember, when you make it big in the wedding industry, you owe me 20% of all your revenue. Thank you.
Can I pay you back in like Clone Army Customs helmets?
Only option is cash.
Liquid cash?
Or battle packs.
Okay, that's fine.
We can work it out.
It's going to be the best roast / parody / real wedding in the Lego community history. He's the only one within the Lego community that's getting married because we're all.
Who else is there?
So.
Oh man, Joseph Sawada, I love that idea. Everyone dresses in 19th century British sailor uniforms, and I'm dressed as Horatio Nelson. Oh yes. No, I've thought about like weird niche historic things that no one would understand, so I've kind of pushed those ideas to the side.
I can't wait for this wedding. This is gonna be amazing.
Avron in the chat says your bride is watching thinking I can still think about it right.
Is there an opt-out clause in that contract that I could still?
She's checking the receipt right now for the return policy.
It's like, 30 days sealed. Okay, we're still good.
She signed. She had her name signed on this NDA that both you and I have, Matt. Joshua signed it and like, all right, well, I guess we're here.
Oh, I feel bad for anyone who came in to see me actually build the Yellow Castle here.
No, listen, there's more important matters in this world, like you being in love with this woman who has no idea what she's in for at all.
That's very true. She
planning out this absolute banger of a wedding is more important than this 65-year-old Lego set that's been in like a basement for however long.
I'm gonna show her this recording, and we'll write down each idea as it comes up as we watch through.
Wait a minute, is that Antina in there vowing for Trafalgar Square as a wedding venue?
Whoa, that would be amazing. I like it.
Are you coming in with a direct donation to pay for all the flights? To
I was about to say, how expensive is that going to be?
Please, we need some more super chats if that's the case, Antina. Mamma mia, here we go.
Remember, YouTube takes 30%, so donate 30% more.
Yeah, exactly. Direct donation, paypal.me/Brian Saviano23. I'll forward it. Don't you worry.
Whoa, coming right out with the PayPal donation.
Yep. Direct donos only.
Can you get the Lego House of Kitchen robots as flower children? Those things just walking down the aisle, like handing out robots from their weird little, like, Technic arms. Or handing out flowers.
I'd love it. And apparently Aunt Tina just celebrated a birthday. Happy birthday, Aunt Tina.
That's right. Yes.
Hey.
Big shout out to Aunt Tina.
Well, Aunt Tina is throwing down the gauntlet saying, yes, I'll donate, but I still find it mind-boggling that Brian is still harping on weddings being more important than Lego castles. That doesn't compute with me. Well, Tina, I love to be happy for Joshua, and this old castle has no amount of level of like joy that is brought to my heart compared to seeing Joshua happy. That's just me being honest. So
Thank
Tina,
you.
I'm not saying you prefer the castle over your nephew, but you know.
Kevin says you got to keep an eye out on the Brickworld Chicago schedule for the BTB wedding roundtable. Hosting.
there's really the possibilities are endless.
I agree. It
Just
should.
saying that Brian's shooting for a raise. I'm shooting for payment in general. Well, these bills, they keep coming. Ooh, something exploded outside, or there was like thunder or something. I just heard like a.
Well, those are two very different things. Let's make sure let's make sure it's one or the other.
They found out where you are, Brian. The mob squad is coming for you.
I knew it was about time. Dang it! All right. Tell everybody on the Minecraft server I'll be back.
No, Lauren would appreciate. She and her siblings actually grew up playing a bunch of Minecraft. So she's actually, I've never played it, but she's actually has played a lot of that. So she would appreciate your Minecraft music, Brian.
That'd be awesome. So I forget what does she do for a living?
So she is just finishing up her teaching degree to be a history teacher for
It's just two peas in a pod, you two.
Yeah, really. Talk about a match in heaven, Jesus.
Only other perfect combination. No, I actually got her out of a time machine in 1910. Oh, okay, cool, Joshua. Awesome.
It's like, oh, she actually hosts her own Lego YouTube channel too.
Oh, I know. It really is beautiful, you guys.
You get more on brand than that. Oh, she's gonna be a history teacher. Well, endless plethora of things to talk about. I wish I could like just find that perfect, like, here's the perfect slotted situation. Just go, perfect. Good for you.
Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So she's doing some student teaching right now in some local high schools. Just getting her feet wet before she hopefully can start full time like next school year.
That is excellent. Someone give me a recap, please. Franco, Joshua has been engaged. We're planning his wedding.
Yeah. And actually, the viewers love it. I think this is the most live viewers. We're at almost 1,300 live viewers right now.
What are you doing? What are they doing?
Then we need more wedding planning.
Listen, ladies, hello. I'm right here. Listen, there's at least 6 figures in the bank account, and I'm not talking about Lego. I'm not talking about 501st battle packs. Okay, I'm ready. I am marriage material. Look at this. Look at this. You think this is not marriage material? Look at me. You know what I mean? So I have this not Lego Mario cutout. I have all this Lego up here. I have a Pac-Man arcade cabinet over there. Like, what more could a woman want from me?
Brian is the complete package. Okay, don't let this get away from you.
You know what I mean? That just saying, throwing it out there.
As Kevin said, yeah, she was the stick and hoop reigning champ, and that's what really drew me to her. Oh.
The fusion of wedding planning and Brian at Maximum Spice is bringing in the views. These people have no idea what level of spice I could possibly get to. And if they're watching me just absolutely take complete and utter control over Joshua's wedding as entertainment, then I'll do it more often. That is, I'll take control of it. Yeah, whatever, Brian's over here about to marry Lego Mario. That's about the only companionship I'm going to have within the next at least like year and a half. So I'm down for it. Mario.
Oh,
hey.
No, you can't think that way.
Are you in?
Are you in?
That's a goal. Oh, he's in. All right, we're out.
Oh
God.
Brian talking to lifeless Mario we've reached a new low.
Brian is just paving the way for the future of the Lego community.
Leaning all the way in. Just leaning all the way in, Well,
it's that or Joseph Sawada's suggestion that your perfect match, Brian, is one of the paid cosplay ladies who isn't familiar with the character she's dressed as, but is paid nerds.
Oh, that digs deep. That wasn't even at me, and I felt that right in my chest.
That was a very deep. Oh my
Yikes.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
I mean, to be fair, isn't Joseph the person who you thought you had beef with or something? Then he's like, oh no, I was talking about Joshua.
Listen.
There you go.
Life is twisted in so many ways, Matt. I don't know, man.
I mean, a 501st battle pack tends to smooth things down a little bit.
That's Matt's solution.
When in doubt, get a battle pack. It's easy as that.
Consumerism is the way to cure your woes. Am I right, ladies and gentlemen? There we go.
Just spend a lot of money and you'll be fine.
Spend a lot of money. You'll go into debt, have no financial future, but you'll feel fantastic for 45 minutes.
Exactly.
Milan says sad Laval noises as you walk away with Mario.
Fuck cannot compare. Laval cannot compare. Okay. Mario is my one true love and the only love, you know.
Well, luckily we've got a lot of these streams to plan out the perfect wedding before it happens. So
we do. Oh my goodness! I told you, January 1st. I'm out. I'm done. Because I'll just sleep through Tuesdays, or I'll find something else to do. Matt's taking over, man. Or Vision, get Kirk. Where's Kirk? What's he doing?
He's slacking. You know? He's just slacking.
Kirk is such a different soul. You know what I mean? Just a different kind of guy. He needs a hug. That's what he needs. He needs a hug and reaffirmation about who he is as a person. You know, that's what he needs.
I think we all need that on occasion.
Yeah, I need it right now. My studio is at 67. Anyways. Careful, Brian. Don't want to trigger the Bionicle nerds. Oh, listen, I burned enough bridges in this Lego Bionicle community. I'm ready to burn down the entire factory. Let's go.
That is something we have in common right there.
Yeah, I'm with you there. But I never understood the Bionicle appeal, and I never will.
I don't know what it is about Bionicle fans, but they've had a beef with Beyond the Brick for just a long time. And I don't think there's anything we can do at this point. I mean, it could be some of the things I've said about Bionicle, but probably not.
Lindsay says we are witnessing Brian's slow descent into madness. Lindsay, I don't know if you've been around
slow
long enough. This has always been the case, but just like with reality and the way that we interpret things in the world, we choose what we want to see when we want to see it. So this entire time, you may have just seen me playing Minecraft with a bunch of 7-year-olds on a server, or you've seen me play Luigi's Mansion 3 for the enjoyment of others. But maybe, just maybe, it's always been this way, but you're unlocking that knowledge right now, Lindsay. Maybe it's been that.
Hey, Brian, what step are you on that set?
I'm on step number 39.
Oh.
39.
Wow. It's about one step a minute so far.
Is it?
About.
The one thing that's guaranteed on every Beyond the Brick live stream is the slowest Lego build I've ever seen.
Joshua's wedding is far more compelling than any Lego set that could exist ever.
That's 100% true. That's a great review.
Listen, if I were Joshua, I would make all the sacrifices for all the Lego to be on the course of love. I would do that wouldn't be a good question. I was going to pose the question, if your fiance or girlfriend said, "Oh, yeah, you can't do the Lego thing, but you could marry me," then that would not be a good ultimatum at all. So why would someone you love have an ultimatum like that?
Right, exactly.
Yvonne says maybe it was the Minecraft with the 7-year-olds that drove him into madness. It's a combination of all of that, Yvonne. Don't you worry. It's all. This is a multifaceted puzzle that my life is, and the 7-year-old
Ryan needs a wonderful woman to help him unravel.
Oh my goodness, Joshua, you have no idea. You have no idea. I'm ready to watch Brian walk off camera and into Matt. I'm close. I could manifest myself into his right now. I got that energy.
What do you like? 6 hours away? 7 hours away? That's fine.
You know what? With the willpower that I have in my heart right now, I'll be there in a heartbeat, Matthew.
You just teleport.
Yep. I can make whatever I want to of this reality, and I can just teleport to you. Don't you worry.
Kevin says, after you cross your first decade, do you reach the era of ultimatums?
Ooh.
Wow, Kevin.
That's not very encouraging.
That's not. Don't tell me that right now.
So, Joshua, in 10 years from now, can I have some of your Lego sets?
I mean, Matt's already starting to lay out the
Same with you, Brian. Whenever you get married 10 years plus, I want that microphone. Thanks.
You could take Matt. So here's the reality of it, gentlemen. If I am in a position where I am with this woman that I love, right? Ideally, I would be willing to throw it all away for her, right? Ideally. So you know what, Matt? If this microphone meant that could happen, we got a deal. We got a deal.
Bet.
Not that you're in control of that, but you got a deal. There's Kirk.
I joined the stream right after I finished what I was going to go do, and all I hear is, Kirk is a different soul. And then Matt's just like, I'm a slacker. Okay, you know what? That's not true. I actually, the reason why I couldn't, and I messaged Brian, I was like, can you tell Joshua I'm going to be late? Because I was going to join at the start.
Brian,
Brian. Wow, Brian.
Listen,
Okay.
Kirk, I got a lot of stuff going on, sir. I'm not.
Well, I did too.
Brian, I want you on your hand. I want you to name 5 things you got going on right now that are keeping you busy from telling Joshua about Kirk's absence. Go ahead. Let's do it. We got 5.
Listen,
We got 5. Let's go.
I don't want to alert the kids. Okay, this is not public information. I've not made any announcement yet. Okay.
No, nothing yet.
No, I got 5. Trust me, I got 5 things, and I could wrap them in a little gift basket and deliver it to you.
He's like, my cheese was burnt.
Icing on the cake.
Oh,
Okay.
God. No, I was late because there was a neighbor across the street who was doing yard work, and so I walked over to them and asked if they wanted my help, and so I helped them with their yard. That's what I was doing.
Aw, that's nice.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vision.
Yeah.
That's
You're
what we're skipping the stream for.
Yeah, that's why I skipped the stream at the start. But yeah, I'm here now. So, I mean, that's that. Congratulations, Joshua, on the engagement.
Thank you. Yeah,
You're welcome.
sorry, you're too late for the wedding planning. Those positions have been filled.
Dang. Yeah.
We'll see if we can come up with a different position.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So how have you guys been doing other than, I guess, engagement stuff?
I'm descending into madness.
Of course you are. Of course.
Well,
Of course.
thanks, Kirk. Love you too.
I'm kidding. No.
For sure.
All right.
My father has returned to me, Kirk.
What?
We have a
oh,
$15
boy.
super chat from LME Toys. Building your mind one brick at a time. Esh Daddy, do you want a long-term commitment to sponsor the wedding of one Joshua Hanlon? Hit me in the DMs, Daddy. Make it happen. Let's go. Next to the Clone Army Customs banner and the Brick Mania overhead projection screen. We can talk. Okay? Wired right to my PayPal.
Get in now because the sponsorship slots are going to fill up. So you don't want to miss out.
Esh Daddy is a professional businessman. He knows. He knows a good opportunity when he sees it, and that's a good opportunity.
All right. Give me a brief moment. I need to check something real quick.
You can check to make sure the cheese isn't burnt. What's he checking?
Oh, and shout out to Ash Daddy. I also noticed when we were doing the idea spotlight last week, there you had a donation as well, so I appreciate that. I didn't say anything because with those it's more like set interviews, and so I don't want to like interrupt what the builder is saying for the chat on those. But I did see your super chat, so I appreciate that. And now one for me as well, $9.99. That's very nice of you. I appreciate that. That one I'll keep for myself and not send to Brian.
That's fine. That's fine. We appreciate your support as always, Esh Daddy. Thank you.
Oh, I leave for 1 minute and Ash Daddy comes in. What's good?
Yep. Daddy always comes in when you least expect it, Matt. He could be here any second, and there you go. You know? I'm on step 49. 49 right here.
Look at you go.
Yes,
You're
sir.
still at a step a minute. It's 148.
Are you serious?
Pretty
Oh my
much. Something tells me I'll be walking home with a second free Diagon Alley in that tree.
You just might be.
I'll probably fall asleep before I finish like halfway through the set.
Don't say that because then I'm going to fall asleep too.
I don't think I've ever even attempted to stay up and pull an all-nighter 24 hours. Like they're just
Like ever at all?
no.
Oh, wow.
I like need sleep. Like
Oh.
I'm
I would do it like a handful of times throughout the year, just kind of for fun, because I always enjoyed like being up all night is great, and maybe this is just because like there's a lot of people in my house, and so tends to be kind of hectic. But
Mm.
like when you can just be up all night and there's no one else doing anything, it's so peaceful. So
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. So I would just do that every once in a while for fun.
Oh, well. Yeah, I've never tried that. Well, I doubt I'll be able to make 24 hours, but we'll see.
And if you're in college, you definitely should be pulling. I mean, have you even gone through college properly if you haven't pulled all nighter 24 hours?
I think the latest I've stayed up to like studying stuff like that is maybe like 3, which isn't that bad, but 24 hours just seems like such a crazy concept to me.
Yeah. No, it's not enjoyable. Let's put it that way. You don't feel good necessarily.
Yeah, I can't imagine you feel great after that.
But we do it for the children.
True. Good cause. Good cause.
Kevin says, name 5 reasons you can't make it 24 hours, Matt. And I already got kids and spouse on you.
All right. All right, Kevin. You know what? 5 reasons you can't make it 24 hours.
Gauntlets being thrown down in the stream today to make people.
Kevin's just coming for me. 5 reasons. I need my sleep.
Wow. What a coward. Coward. Absolute
might be working.
Wow.
Oh god.
And jokes on you, I already have a kid and a spouse, so yeah, that's it. I'll hit you back with 2 more later.
Your secret hidden kid children and spouse. You can't do it.
No one knows of them.
Kevin, the real MVP, he went through all that and then right at the end had to drive his son to work. I felt so bad for him.
That sucks.
It was so bad. Kevin was a real trooper last year.
He was.
Sleep doesn't count. I'm swinging in for my boy Brian. Thank you, Kevin.
Are you going to be following the tradition and getting a big box of Joe?
I'm going to get an IV drip.
Oh god.
Right into my
You're gonna have a personal nurse just standing right next to you the entire time.
I may as well.
Monitoring vitals.
He's flatlining. We're losing him. It's only 2 hours into the stream.
He's what does Duncan call their donut holes? You have you're like 100 of those into the 24-hour live stream.
I should have known that this month was going to be bad when I had the munchkins. Oh, mamma mia. So I ended up accidentally ordering 25 munchkins.
Like the box? 25 boxes? Or
I told the dude I wanted the smallest serving size of apple cider donut munchkins, and he gave me 25.
25 of the servings?
No, 25 munchkins.
Oh. It's 25.
No.
Matt, Matt,
Munchkins, not donuts. Munchkins, like the little balls.
yeah, Matt, I ate the whole box in a day.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the part where I was not connecting.
And
the
also,
dots.
Matt, I'm fat. So
Nah.
do you want to see fat? Do you want to see fat?
Oh god.
No, let's
All right.
not.
Relax.
Ryan, this isn't helping with the discussion about women earlier, finding a woman, okay?
Hey, listen. I want a woman to love me for every piece of cellulite I have in my chunky cottage cheese thighs, all right? Ready for it.
Please never refer to yourself and Scott in whatever you just said in the same sentence.
Thighs?
Please
have
don't
you never
call.
seen what cottage cheese thighs look like, Matt?
No, that's the sad thing.
Okay.
I know what the cheese looks like. I just don't need to have the.
Finally gone.
Yeah.
It's like really like thick with 2 Q's. Thick.
I think Brian
Real
is.
fit.
I think Brian is unfit to carry out his Beyond the Brick duties. I'll be taking
Yes,
over.
okay, unfit for surviving.
Brian, please send me all. Brian, please send me all product merchandise you have been sent on behalf of Beyond the Brick. Thank you.
I will do it. I'll give it all up. I don't care. I don't care at all. I got nothing to lose.
Wow, Brian is just going off the rails.
That's the thing you should fear most in life, Matthew. A man that has nothing to lose.
There's nothing more dangerous than a man with nothing to lose.
Yep. Ain't that the truth? Right, Vision? Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Vision, how old are you? Like,
I'm 18. My birthday is
that's what I
actually next Wednesday.
Vision's
I'll be
like, yeah, man, Brian, I'm right there with you, dude.
Yeah. I just entertain Brian's nonsense for however long these streams last for, and then that's it.
To Vision, Brian is just like a crazy old man that he just entertains his thoughts.
That sounds about right.
I'm the crazy, you know who I am to Kirk Wilson? I'm the crazy old man that like he's forced to listen to, and it's up to Kirk to decide when I'm giving him a bunch of nonsense information or when I'm actually making a lot of sense. And he can't decipher it right now, but he will.
Yeah, I will.
One day he'll look back and see your wisdom.
Yep, exactly. That's it. Epic Otter with the $5. What's the spooky playthrough for Halloween? No clue, man. I have absolutely no idea. But thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. I have no idea. Simple answer there. Sorry.
What step are we on, Brian?
59. I haven't even opened bag 2.
Yeah, staying consistent. It's
Wait,
about
what are you
55.
Good.
I'm building Bilbo's Hobbit hole.
Oh, wait, not really.
No, it's not.
Okay. I heard that sarcasm.
For
I
a
almost
tile
missed it.
here. That,
Understand.
wow. You know what's horrendous is
Oh.
when every piece in a set is yellow and it makes it so hard to find anything.
It's almost like it's called the Yellow Cast.
Yeah.
Was it sealed
Okay.
or was
Hold
it?
on, Hold on, Kirk. Jerry says, dude, I just left for 30 minutes and you still have the same amount of Legos on the green pad. First of all, Jerry, it's Lego. Secondly, we're planning Joshua's wedding and I'm descending into
Oh,
madness.
God.
There's plenty going on besides
Descending. You're already at the bottom.
this channel, excuse me, this channel is called Beyond the Brick. Okay? Beyond. We're reaching. Give me the full
Can we
screen.
get an instant
You
replay
there?
of that?
God.
It's Beyond the Brick. Okay.
Okay, if you want to see some Lego
Oh.
building, go watch Jane Bricks or
Go
something.
watch
Okay?
Jang Bricks. Do you think Jang Bricks can plan a wedding live on air? I don't think
Oh God.
so. Coward. That's who he is. He already. Oh, I'm already married. I don't got to plan a wedding. Well, Jang, let's up the ante. All right.
Dude, what did they put in your Dunkin' this morning, man?
Listen, listen.
Supposed to ask for the extra something. I don't know what it is.
You're a man who has nothing to lose, Matthew. Nothing.
I mean, you got a couple of nice Lego sets. A nice
John
little
and I
shoe
really
set up
need to get out there and visit you soon. So just-
I'll go. I'll give it all away. You think these material items matter to me that much, Matthew? No. I'm not even there. Not even close. I adore Brian's hype today. Is it hype, Yvonne, or is it just me disguising whatever's going on as hype? I'm going to leave that for you to decide.
Brian's like that meme where it's like the crying face, but he puts over a smiley face on top just to pretend like
You know what, Matthew? That's my entire career as an online entertainer. Maybe on the inside, I always feel sad, and I'm the sad clown putting the makeup on right before I'm about to, have a little bit of that Minecraft action on the Realm server, and then there we go. Maybe it's that. And Vision, you don't have to type in the chat that Brian's off the rails. You could talk to me. I can listen. Kirk, I'm a good listener. I like hearing people out.
He wants to smoke.
Don't
Kirk,
come
throw
right
him some
back
smoke.
like that.
Brian just wants all the smoke. He's calling out Jang. He's calling everybody today.
Thank you, Brick Star Wars Boy. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm just gonna give up on ever finding this tile in this mess of yellow pieces. It's ridiculous. Where is this piece?
Was the set sealed or was it?
No.
Oh God. Okay.
No, it
Good
wouldn't.
luck with that.
With no numbered bags or anything, it wouldn't have been any easier. It would have been the same
Oh.
if it had been sealed.
Oh, okay. Yikes. Yikes.
They do say that comedy and personality come from sadness and pain. There's nothing funny about mild-tempered, well-off people. You know what, Joseph? If the beauty about life is that, you know, if you have some like really solid childhood trauma, it either manifests really negatively or like you are hilarious. You know, it can go one of two ways. And luckily for me, I'm the funniest person I know. Well, second funniest. I am the second funniest person I know. And
you mentioned humble too.
Because that sounds a lot like something. That sounds a lot like something that someone who's not funny would say. So I'm just throwing that out there.
I'm sorry. Do you want to go do stand-up at Pizza Regina on a Thursday night while you on a nice Diet Coke on a stage of 15 people? What are you talking about, Kirk? Huh?
Dang it. Dang it, Brian.
Brian, I liked it better when you were a wedding planner.
I liked it better when your cheese wasn't burnt. Jesus.
Just go back and just forget Duncan happened.
Good.
Kirk, I'm hilarious.
You are. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And what I forget. I can't even pronounce English anymore. I don't even know what I was saying before.
That's how funny you are. You're so funny until you forgot what you were saying.
Hold on. Crystal's saying, hopefully Brian doesn't start beef with Ryan or Rich Boy Jay. I got enough people I got beef with right here in this live stream. I don't got to call anyone else out, okay? I don't got to drop any more names, okay? You know the next person I'm starting beef with? Control Master Timmy with the puppeteer hands in the background. He's the next one. This is what he's doing to Joshua right here. It's like, ooh. He's like that. That's it.
Control Master Timmy.
Down to 0 viewers on Periscope. Those people don't know quality content, or they know the most quality content. Well, either one. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm kind of with Flick Bricks. Wait, what's Periscope?
What?
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Kevin's watching while he's driving a car. Absolute savage. Absolute savage. Finally, silence. I love it.
It's just there's a lot for me to take in right now.
Jonathan saying, wait, are you engaged, Joshua? Yes, he is. Absolutely is.
100%.
We actually just planned out his entire wedding. You unfortunately missed it.
Yes.
We haven't gotten to honeymoon location ideas yet.
So that begs the question: how far are you actually in the process? Like, I know you.
Wait, I have a more important question. Where haven't you been? I feel like you've been everywhere already.
No, I've kind of exhausted everything.
Yeah, it's true. It's like, I'm fine staying here in the States. Let's go to Six Flags or something.
Oh God.
So it's up to my fiance then to she has more freedom there to decide, since I've kind of exhausted
That is
the travel locations. We're not super far into the planning process right now, no, where it's all very, very starting levels right now. So that's why it's good that you're giving me so much fantastic advice, Brian.
You're welcome. I am the most qualified to plan weddings as the brand ambassador for being married. Am I right, chatters? Exactly. Speaking of the chatters in the live stream, we have Earman Lynch with a €3.49 or pound. I don't know. I'm uncultured. Love you beyond the brick. Keep it up with that. Anna. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you for that.
Dang, I didn't know Super Chats had 4D emojis now. It's crazy.
Yeah, they do. You have a bunch of emojis. You want to have me read off a one-time $5 super chat minimum? I'll bring them all to life, baby.
$5 super chat minimum.
Yep. I don't want these kids coming in here with like 99-cent super chat with 15 emojis, and then I got to do sign language on the live stream. All right. I'm not cheap. My time is very valuable, which is why I choose to spend it with Kirk Wilson.
No.
And Flick's telling me it's Euro. Well, sorry. Euro.
Brian will figure that out when he goes and covers fan media days for us in Denmark one day.
I literally, Joshua, I told you, 2021, I'm done. I'm retiring. I'm putting the last album out, the last live stream. I'm done.
No interest at all in continuing. Nothing
No.
we can do to pull you in.
No, what could you offer me that would make me be more fulfilled in life? Like, what could you do? No, nothing. There's nothing you could, it's okay. I'm willing
Position.
to-
I mean, he could offer you a position as CEO.
You could be
Dunkin'
Josh,
Donuts.
one of Josh in Joshua's groomsmen, and then you have a shot at one of the bridesmaids. That might be enticing for you.
Listen, do you think that I have the audacity to show up at the O'Hanlon wedding and be like, "Hey, baby, you know,
Yes.
Brian Italiano."
100%. You and your Super Mario cutout. I could see you doing that. Rocking it.
If there is any woman out there that is willing to even remotely flirt with me, if I have a Lego Super Mario, anything on my body, please at Bricks O'Brien on Twitter.
Brian, you just got to get a Tinder, man. At this point, from what I'm hearing, just
When I pose,
Christian mingle, farmers meet,
when I
Tinder.
pose Lego Super Mario background, there's something that screams to a normal woman, and it's not a positive thing. Okay, I scream neckbeard. I scream. Listen,
What?
I scream.
What? You have I don't think that's true at all. When people meet you, I think that's not the vibe you give off at all.
I would like to think that, but see, this is the issue. And on some real talk though, like if I put in my background, like or on Tinder or whatnot, and I put up if I put up this stuff, let's say, right, like that is not going to catch, like, not that I'm looking for like, the broad audience of like women to like shower myself with. That's not the point. But I'm saying it's not as appealing as I would be if I love this expression Kirk's giving me. I love it so much.
I'm trying so hard to keep a straight face while you're talking, and I just can't. I'm sorry.
Kirk, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. But if it's like if
Oh,
I
God.
go and put pictures on Tinder of me with like blue overalls and like I'm doing of like Mario, that's not appealing on a wider scale.
Well, yeah. Why would you ever consider doing that?
I don't.
That's who I am at my heart, Matthew.
Oh, God.
This is the Quarantine Cast episode 27, therapy counseling. Bricks O'Brien.
You have to ease people into it, Brian. So, you can't just go like all on because if you got to let people get used to the idea.
I know. Ruben says Brian is one of the most funniest people I know. Listen, I'm the second funniest person I know.
Name the first.
I know I'm hilarious. I'm fully aware of it.
Andreas is the first.
Yeah, listen, I'm not losing my crown to him. Okay. He can take his apples to the orchard and have a day. Whatever.
Oh, I want to shout out Stuart Harris. Good suggestion in chat that I could get married in Lego House. It could be the second marriage ceremony there.
I don't know
I'll talk
what,
to my fiance and see what she says about that.
that's it.
Joseph Sawada suggested the Grand Hotel Pub in the Czech Republic for the honeymoon. I've never heard of that place, but I've never been to the Czech Republic, so it would be cool to go to a place I hadn't been to before. I'll look into it. When Brian leaves in 2021, all super chats will be going to my honeymoon fund.
I think that's a fantastic shit, because I don't need more food. Look at me. I need less food. I got to dial it back.
Have you ever tried water fasting?
No.
It's really good. You might suffer, but as long as you're busy, like doing something, playing a video game or whatever, it's super easy.
No, but I'm busy worrying about the future, Matthew. I can't focus on other things.
Well, you gotta take steps.
What?
There was no goal without the steps, right?
No,
Can't
you
go
do
from
it all
0 to
just
100.
best. No, you just throw it all at the fan and hope it sticks.
Okay.
Okay. I love it so much.
Matt, you're trying, and that's what matters most.
I'm trying my best here,
Yep.
but it's just being deflected. At least I could say I tried.
No, you know what? And I appreciate. I hear you. I hear you. and I appreciate it.
He's like, I hear you. I don't care, but I appreciate it.
No, I realize you're saying things right now.
Wait, Brain is leaving. Where's he going?
Brain. Yeah, see you, Brain. Peace out, dude.
Oh god.
Brain out of Brian for sure. No, I'm gonna go so far to the stratosphere with the wings that I have, like an angel ascending. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know where, I don't know how.
It's very
But
ambitious.
Brian is a man that lives by his word and is an exemplary model of it. Philip, I have choice words for you, but I'm gonna dial it down to be family friendly. You know what's up, Phil. You know what's up, and that is the most a meaningful comment that I have seen in this live stream chat, maybe in the past 3 months. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Kevin says, "How did we get here today? No regrets."
No regrets. No regrets.
Oh, sorry.
No regrets.
Alyssa has some regrets though.
Alyssa has the most like massive basket full of regrets that like it's like a times 200 amplified bag of regrets about all of this, just the entirety of it. Brian needs a hug, you betcha. Basket o regrets. There it is.
Bricks over regrets.
It's my entire career being in online media. That's it. It's just one big giant regret. If I could take it all back, I would. See, and now it's up to you, it's up to everyone else to decipher. Am I being dead serious, or am I just going along with the spiel here?
I think it's both.
There's a dark mixture of both.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of what makes life what it is, right? Because that's what propels us forward on a path toward whatever we want to. It's a little bit of that and sincerity and amplifying it up to 11, which is how I get to this point, which is why I'm here. So
I'll have you know I finally found that 1x2 tile I was looking for.
Only 30 minutes later.
No, I had moved on to build other parts of it, so
Gotcha.
I'd find it eventually.
Brian is so cool. Keep up the good work. Gary, I'm actually retiring 2021. I'm not going to keep up the good work, but thank you.
The good work will be completely done once January 1st ends.
Yep. That's my expiration date. You know, come out with all the, all the rumors and theories of what I'm doing, where I'm going. You know, those Instagram kids, hashtag whatever.
Right. Gamer from Mars. Do you ever see his channel, the YouTuber Gamer from Mars? He makes really good videos on like what happened to like YouTubers and stuff like that. There'll be a Gamer from Mars video on Bricks O'Brien.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I would be honored if any of those people considered me worth doing a "Where is he now?" video on me.
Well, Brian, I certainly hope you find your way, but it is time for me to unfortunately leave the quarantine cast.
Oof.
You tried, Matt. I'm glad you could stop by.
I try my best. I must devote my resources elsewhere.
Gotcha.
Have a good one, guys. I'll catch you next week.
Thanks for joining. Good to
Peace
see
out.
you.
I think what needs to happen, I'm going to just start a hashtag. I'm going to call it Bricks O'Brien Leaks. 2021, once Brian goes missing off the grid, we're going to start posting leaks of where he's been spotted, all the news of where Brian is. Gosh dang it. Oh, man.
Oh, unsubstantiated Lego leaks is what Brian's doing in 2021.
Oh, God.
That's the constant battle. Is it, do I continue doing this? Do I pop off the grid? Do I do something else? You know, it's always a thing in the back of the brain.
I hope you'll continue doing it. I enjoy having you here.
Yeah.
What would you do without your constant life advice?
Yeah. I mean, after a while, people are going to get tired of me just talking about like retro 80s crap. Like, I don't think anyone's going to want to keep hearing that. So we need you, Brian. We definitely need you here.
You know, I can't confirm. You know, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Do whatever your heart desires. CC, that sage advice. If only I knew. You're too slow, Vision. Brian's retirement was posted 3 weeks ago and hashtag BTB leaks on Insta.
Is that even a thing?
Everything before it.
Oh god.
My plan, unfortunately, relies on a lot of other factors that may or may not ever come to fruition. So I need a more well thought out plan.
Shout out to everyone watching the stream. This is the longest we've ever gone over 1,000 live viewers, so they're really loving today's content.
Hey, if you want to see me descend into madness even more, at Bricks O'Brien on Twitter.
Catch him there daily.
And you can watch me continue to do this until I'm done, January 2021. That's the cutoff date.
Go over and support Bricks O'Brien on Twitch. Check out his streams.
While I can. There's a big ticker in the sky, and it's getting lower and lower every second. So while I'm here, Jeff said earlier, I think Brian ought to say to bonkers with it and go work for XM and do a talk show for them. You know what? That's not a bad idea, Jeff. And you know what? If there's anything out there that I would love to do is be able to talk to people in a show format about the things that matter most to them and hear their different perspectives on life and make it a cohesive body of work. That is actually what I want to do. Yeah. But it is not something I've launched yet. It has been something I've thought about. I've talked about it previously on a live stream. It's just a matter of how exactly I would do it. But that would be incredibly cool if something like that could happen.
I agree. I think you'd be good at that. I think you and Andreas need to do a talk show together. That would be the
100%.
All viewing records for everything ever.
Regerts with Bricks O'Brien. No. At that point, Regerts with Brian Saviano. More profound. I need to own it and not hide behind another name. I am Brian Saviano. Regrets. I got to do it.
Does Kirk ever talk? Well, I'm talking right now.
We actually don't let him. We let him into the stream, but we don't let him talk.
No, here's the thing. People start talking, and I feel like if I start talking like randomly, then it's going to interrupt what they're talking about. And also, if I'm working on something like I am right now, I'm super focused, and then I don't start to talk until
always with the excuses.
No, I'm actually working on my mock now. I'm actually working on my mock now. So that's what I'm doing.
We need you to show it off here. Can we get an exclusive look when it's done?
It might not be done on stream, and there's nothing going on like with it right now. I'm just forming out how large I want it to be. So if I could. So right there is like the base of it. It's kind of cut off, but I'm starting the base. I was gonna do the the tower scene from Batman 1989, but I found another scene that probably kind of fits my parts collection more, which is when Vicky Bell and Batman are like using the grappling hook to get away from the goons that are chasing them in the alleyway. So I think I'm gonna do that scene instead. I'm just looking at different clips and screenshots to see like what colors are being used and what type of parts I can use to fix it the right way, where it looks accurate. So that's what I'm doing right now.
I've been very bad about never sitting down and watching all of the older Batman movies. I really need to do that.
Gotcha.
At some point, because I know I'd enjoy them. I just have never sat down and done it.
Gotcha. I actually watched Dark Knight last week, and I still enjoy that movie like a lot. It's one of my favorite of the Nolan trilogy. Or it's my favorite of the Nolan trilogy. I just like how the story goes out. And I didn't realize, though, for some reason, I don't know how I didn't remember this, but the movie is almost 3 hours. And so I was expecting it to be like a 2.5 hour movie or so. And like, wait, we're still going on? But I was still enjoying it. And then I went to search the runtime.
Long at all.
Like I went to search the runtime, and it's like, oh, it's 2 hours and 55 minutes. I was like, oh wow, okay, it didn't really feel like that, but I love that movie.
That's a Christopher Nolan movie. Has he ever made a movie under 3 hours?
Let's see. Let's actually see. I'm not sure.
I'm
I
sure
don't.
he has, but yeah, his movies just tend to
Let's
be
see.
quite long.
Yeah.
Jake asking Brian, what are you building? I'm building Dobby's Hobbit hole.
He's totally not.
What's the deal with the flying car? I've always wondered that when I see those Harry Potter sets.
My favorite character in the movie. You know why?
Like a actual character?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
But you know why? Because the car only shows up when it needs to,
Mhm.
and when it's done, it goes away.
It just leaves, and I'm like, that.
I wish I had the audacity to leave situations like that car left the entire Harry Potter franchise. It
Oh
just
my
went
God.
right to the forest.
I know.
Done.
Right? It just drives
Gone.
off and leaves them there, and they're
Gone.
stuck in. Oh God.
I wish I had the ability to do that.
Yeah.
The car didn't look back as it was leaving and look at Harry and be like, I'm not going to be in another movie, Mr. Potter. Oh, well, bye-bye. The car just leaves. See ya.
Oh my God.
We apologize to all our
Oh,
British
God.
viewers.
Hey, if you're watching this and you're like, man, this is Garbo, we can get rid of Kirk. That's fine.
That's fine. That'll solve it.
Hey. Wow.
Just watching your face turn like, go what?
I should have saw that coming. I should have saw that coming. Oh God, Brian's been trying to get rid of me for the longest, guys. You guys should have
He
been
sends
able to
me emails and messages constantly. Like,
just
"You
get rid of
not
that,
let me
Kirk.
stream. Just
We don't
leave
need
this
him. We don't need him.
I-
Get him out of here.
That was I watched the gears turn in real
Oh
time.
my God. Oh, God.
Such a genuine expression. Like, what? I'm sorry.
God.
Vote Brian for president of USA 2020. Nah, I don't want my hands anywhere near 2020. Give me like
Oh my-
Brian's far too upstanding of a gentleman to go run for president.
hey, the bar is you know, I don't know, man. Maybe if I get bored enough, I'll do it, you know? It's a good qualification for wanting to be president nowadays. Like, hey, you know what? Let's just go for it. Let's just see what happens. Wow, okay.
Brian runs out of Mario games to play. So it's like, you know what? Gonna try something new.
I'll move the entire Nintendo like headquarters into the White House. It'll be just a giant skyscraper right behind the White House. Like, there we go.
That's your main running platform.
Yep. Imagine him getting roasted by Trump or Biden. I will take everyone down to the gauntlet. Are you kidding me? The way I talk about Kirk and Matt and Jang Bricks, I'll tear them two apart.
The debates sound like one of these live streams when Brian's super spicy. And
Yeah.
it's a very sad thing to say.
It's you know what? It's what gets the clicks. Am I right? I'm sorry. How many people are on Periscope? 0? Exactly. That's what I thought.
Oh my God.
Cody, is he talking about Harry Potter? Says you can binge the whole series in 19 hours and 39 minutes.
What a great way to spend time.
See, that's just I don't have that kind of time to commit to watching a bunch of movies.
When I binged it for the first time, I think I spread it across about the week or so, probably less than that. But I did watch like a few for each day, so like about 2 or 3 of them each day, and then that was kind of it. But I love the franchise, or at least the movies now. I still have to read the books eventually, but the movies I did enjoy.
The Periscope viewers are too scared. Hey, you said it, not me there, Flick. You said it, not me. What if it was Brian versus Jang? I'd love to see that. You know what that would look like? Let me paint a picture for you,
Oh,
Malone.
no.
You know what that'd be like? That would be just Jang Bricks. He'd just be at the podium, very composed, very professional, very adult. Because Jang Bricks, that's who he is. He brings a logical argument to the situation and can properly articulate his thoughts. I would just be screaming about how lonely I am and trying to vote from other people in the voting pool. That's
Oh, God.
I wouldn't win, but it would be a very entertaining debate.
Oh man.
And this is what I love about me doing this. You're trying to decipher how much of the trauma am I dipping into to be as funny as I can be right now? Like how many layers am I just glazing along the top?
Wow, Jake says after the live stream he's going to check out Brian and Kirk's channel because he's been in Beyond the Brick viewer for years but haven't checked out others.
Well,
If this made you want to check out Brian and Kirk's channel, I mean, that's great.
I appreciate the support. I'm only here for another 2 months, but thank you.
That's what Brian keeps telling himself. But thanks for your long-term support of Beyond the Brick and your recent support of Vision and Brian.
Thank you.
Go check out Brian on Twitch and Vision on I don't know where Vision does things, wherever.
Wow, Joshua. Wow.
Savage.
Wow. No, okay. So yeah, I do stuff on YouTube, and I'm actually doing a stream.
You're very active on Insta, aren't you?
I'm very active on Instagram.
Right.
I'm actually more active on Instagram.
That's where
than
I
YouTube.
see your stuff.
Yeah, it's weird like that. I don't know. But this Saturday actually, no, Saturday or Friday, I messed up. It's something I'm supposed to be doing, and I messed up the day. That's a shame, Kirk. Anyhow, so Friday, 2:30 p.m. EST, I'm gonna be building this bad boy right here. That Lego sent to me. So Lego sent this out, and I'm gonna be teaching people how to build with Instructions Plus. And Instructions Plus is this new way of building Lego sets with your phone without using any paper instructions. Basically, just scan the code, pull up the instructions on your phone, and you have each individual step where it's a 3D model, and you can build the set that way. You can rotate, zoom in, zoom out, and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm super excited to be able to do that this weekend. So
nice.
Yes.
Stuart Harris says he's looking forward to the Beyond the White House quarantine cast. There you go. One day.
I would absolutely love to do a podcast from the White. Imagine I become president and like I host a podcast. How messed up would that be? I'm like enriching the lives of the American people. Let me talk about the newest Super Mario Odyssey 2 real quick. The people need to know my thought.
It's like your version of FDR's fireside chat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just got Mario sitting chilling beside you.
Yeah, you know what? That's the only thing I need beside me. Besides the warm embrace of a beautiful woman, is that cutout that doesn't exist of Mario. That's it.
I'll sub to Kirk now. I don't know why I haven't before. Thank you, Milan. And I mean, it's not a big deal, but
I can think of a lot of reasons why you wouldn't have subbed to him in the past, but thank you for subbing now.
Shame on you, Joshua. Shame. Shame.
Alyssa says, did FDR talk about Paper Mario? No, because he's a coward. That's why.
Now Joshua is getting spicy. Yes, he is, Alyssa. He is.
Who I'm getting?
Joshua's getting spicy. He's throwing a lot of shade at me right now, guys. I came on stream. I said congratulations, and he's nothing but memes at me now.
Brian, I always start the streams at like a positive attitude, but then eventually Brian wears me down, and I can't help it.
Oh yeah.
You know what? You keep wanting me to come back week after week. So who's the fool here, Josh?
Oh my God.
Who's the fool? You could get rid of me at any point you want and call up your entire roster of famous friends and be like, oh, hey, Jang, let me pop you back in here. Andres can make more of an appearance over here. Let's talk more about Technic discoloration. Mario, let's go. There's a lot of different things you could talk about, but here I am.
Here you are. Coming back week after week.
Vision Brooks, is Instructions Plus a new app? I've been using the Instructions app already, and I haven't been able to use any 3D models in it. So Instructions Plus, and I'll explain this more like throughout the live stream, is basically it's only exclusive to certain sets. So it's not for every set that's on the Instructions app. It's only certain ones that have this specific label on the box right here. It'll have that label, or the instructions when you open the box will have that same label on there as well for you to scan it. So it's only certain sets, not every recent set that's been coming out. So they have it for like different themes. It's not only city. There's, I think, one for creator. I think I saw, and some other themes that aren't just like exclusive Lego themes. So that's kind of how it works. So if you see the label, then you'll be able to use it.
Is it me or does Joshua's head get red at the end of the live stream? Well, it's either because he's feeling mad at me or because he's laughing so much, and there's not a way to discern the two.
There isn't. The two look similar. You know, this stream in particular. Wow. It's...
You know, here's a question I didn't want to know the answer to, but I'm going to ask it now. Does producer John get sick of my nonsense? Is he just like, I can't stand this guy, but he's in the live stream? Like, I never hear what he actually, like, I don't know what he thinks of me, you know? Because Joshua, I feel like I kind of, you know, I can tell that you're not quite sick of me yet, but like, I feel like John is getting closer by the second. So if you want to type in the chat somewhere, John, you know, and
put somewhere, private chat, public chat, whatever, John, just kind of your like a 100% honest thoughts.
Yeah. And if it's negative, I wholeheartedly understand, but I'd rather just be, you know, let's just be honest with each other, you know?
Producer John has nothing but positive things to say about you. You're very entertaining. He appreciates that your entertainment value and what you bring to the channel. And he can see, he has the freedom to leave it in any time. So he can just leave the stream, and then if he gets sick of you.
Right. He says I'm a 9.5 out of 10 sick of Brian. Thank you. I appreciate the honesty. John is my favorite handler, says Alyssa. We know where the bias lies.
Oh boy. Is it just because John's the one that does all the work and responds to your emails, Alyssa?
That would probably justify it, yes.
I understand.
Is that Dunkin' Donuts? Yes, it is. This is the coffee that fuels whatever you want to call this today.
We're not sure, but it fuels it.
It fuels, you know, that's where I'm at. Joseph Zawada says, Tina is my favorite Hanlon. I wholeheartedly agree.
Oh, man, we're really, really pulling out all the stops.
Yeah.
Tina is my favorite. That's good. Don't give her a big head.
Oh, man. These quarantine streams should be shown at Joshua's wedding. LOL. Yep.
Oh, John will have to put together a real fire highlight reel from the 10-year history of Beyond the Brick for the wedding. Oh, Jeff. Yeah, you had messaged me about that. Sorry. As you can imagine, it's been a bit of a hectic week for me. So I hadn't had a chance to respond. But yes, I would love to have that. I would build that on stream if you would be willing to send that boat over to me. You know, no obligation. I don't want to take away like a precious Lego set from you, but I would 100% build that on a stream. Thank you for the nice offer.
How long does it take to build the castle? As long as it will have to take, you know?
Yep, I don't know. There's a lot of yellow pieces, so you know, it just kind of gets all jumbled up. I'll respond to your message, Jeff. Yep, don't worry.
Are you finishing this on stream today, Joshua?
What have we been going, an hour and a half? Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. How much longer do you think you've got there, Brian?
I mean, I didn't have any time to start with, but, you know, I'm just kind of perpetuating whatever this coffee will allow me to do.
I'm just going to keep building. And then usually I reach a point where like hunger or something takes over, or just my better judgment realizes that we should have stopped an hour ago. And that's when we decide to shut it down.
Absolutely.
The instructions app is still handy, though. I'll be sure to keep an eye out for that sticker when I buy my next set. Yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that, because that lets you know if that feature is able to be used. But the app itself has a wide selection of instructions, like the regular PDF sort of format type instructions. And of course, Lego's website has that feature as well there for pulling up a wide variety of their instructions. But yeah, I would definitely recommend using it, because from what I could tell, it's I think it's actually the same thing as what's being used for the Mario app, like the instruction sort of feature. So personally, I actually like building with the 3D instructions now because it gives you much more control over like the whole building experience, kind of what to like knowing where you're going to put a certain piece at and how to place it. It makes things much more understandable, especially for like newer builders. And yeah, so I would recommend using it personally. Alyssa says she likes the ghost mode. Yeah, I don't. Did I use that when building the Mario thing?
The what mode?
The ghost mode. I believe what she's referring to is when it makes the other pieces around the model sort of transparent, but the one piece that, or however many pieces are actually being used in that next step, that's what's completely full, like it's not transparent or anything like that, so you know where that piece is going. It makes it clear, like to see.
Yeah, no, that does sound helpful because there are definitely times where it's difficult to tell.
Yeah, it is. That's what I like about Lego. They're always looking for ways to improve and create new ideas to make the building experience better for their people.
So, Vision, when are you getting married?
Just ballpark, if you can just kind of throw out. Well, I'll keep the calendar clear.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't have anyone special in my life except for my family members.
That's sad.
Isn't it always,
I did twice.
What?
But
what?
No.
What? Kirkland, you need to talk.
No, honestly, I don't want
Spout
to.
It. Oh,
don't relive those painful memories, Brian.
No, it just didn't turn out well. Okay,
I just not seeing the same vision with the bricks.
Honestly, in terms of like my Lego hobby, I don't think it made things awkward. I think it was just they honestly we weren't really on the same page with things, so it didn't turn out too well. So I honestly, I'm happy. I'm fine with it. I don't sound happy right now, but I am.
That's how every bad breakup is. It's like, I don't
know. It was a while ago. I'm fine.
We're talking 8th grade. What are we talking, man?
No, we're talking like finish with school. We're talking like finish with school.
So you mean like last year?
Okay, wait. No, let me think. Probably. Wait. It was last year. It actually was last year.
Look at that. I'm a genius. I can figure it out because you're 18 and you finished school last year.
Yeah. Well, no, I actually didn't finish school last year, Brian. I finished school. Wait.
You said
when you finished school? Yeah, I finished 2019. 2018 is when I finished school.
All right.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm glad you're doing okay now, Kirk.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I'm sure there's someone out there that fits my interests.
Don't get your hopes up.
And
don't let Brian get you down, Kirk.
Listen, you'll know if you see me up there on the pedestal having some unfortunate soul committing themselves to me for the rest of their lives. If there's going to be hope for me, there's going to be hope for the rest of us. You know what I'm saying, chat? But right now, there is no hope for the rest of us.
Brian, you're still very young. I think
we're the same age. Look at you. You're engaged. You have a multi-billion-dollar brick YouTubing channel. You're in the top 1/10 of 1% of all Lego YouTubers. The Facebooks are popping off like you've never seen before. You have it all, Joshua. And look at me. I'm sitting in an office alone in the North Shore of Boston, Massachusetts, looking at a cardboard cutout of Mario that doesn't exist to keep me company.
Oh, God.
Well, when you put it that way.
Oh, God. Jeff says, Kirk, you graduated early, ? I believe that as much as I believe that you're 6 feet tall. Okay, look, I'm not 6 feet tall. I went and I measured. I know I still have not sent the picture.
5'5".
No, I'm a little over 5'11". That's what I am. I will take the picture soon. Just give me time. I'm gonna work on taking the picture. I'll send it to Brian. I'll send it to you, Jeff. I'll send the picture. You guys will see this. And also, yes, I did graduate early. I actually was homeschooled. I did not partake in the whole public school thing. I did for a bit when I was younger, and then eventually I was homeschooled for the rest of that remaining education time frame. So, yep, I actually preferred homeschooling anyhow, because I actually told Brian. You remember the story I told you about the school bus and the book.
What?
The school bus and the book. The story with the school bus and the book getting thrown out a window.
What?
Brian, you don't remember this?
Did you get thrown out of a window?
You? What are you talking about?
I told you this before.
You know Brian doesn't listen to anything you say.
That is true.
I don't even listen to the things I say. Look at me.
Wait, tell us now. I want to hear more
Okay.
about that. So,
All right,
it's like a dramatic life story that is hard to retell.
All right, so I believe this was elementary school. I believe this was, and school bus ride on the way back home. I'm on the school bus, and I checked out a book from the library. I remember exactly what it was. It was a book that was like a bunch of random Garfield comic book strips, and I really wanted to read this book, right? So I took the book, checked it out on the school bus ride back home. Some kid on the bus was like, "Hey, I see you have this book over there. I would like to read it." And me, being the person that I still am to this date, that's very kind and generous, and just this jolly old person, gave him the book. And you know what he does? He starts walking up to the front of the bus, whispering to his friends, opens up the school bus window, flings the book out. You know who couldn't check out any more books anymore? This guy.
Oh my goodness!
This guy. This guy. Yep, and that's what happened.
That's sad.
That's what happened. I couldn't check out any more books from the school library and tried to explain it to them, and they were just like, no, because I was in possession of it. So I think they did, but I think just based off whatever regulations or whatever, since it was in my possession, I was, I had to take the fall for it.
Man, that sucks.
You know what the beauty of that situation is, Kirk? Like, the modern day equivalent of that is me throwing your feelings out the school bus front window and you just being like, like, oh, I guess it's going to happen again this week. And it's just me like, yoink, yoink, yoink.
Oh, God. Kirk banned from every library to this day. Oh, no, luckily not. Luckily, that's not how that happened. That would suck.
And as you were telling the story, I remembered the story. So
yeah. Okay.
I love how, everyone in the chat's like, oh, I remember this one. Alyssa's like, I remember this one.
Mm-hmm. Yep, Alyssa was there.
Was she there? Wow, amazing. She was the school bus driver. She was the one who was like,
no,
hey. I'm just driving along here. I got little Kirk in the back seat. All you kids behave back there, please. And then just throw her out the window.
I honestly think that if Alyssa was there, she probably would have stopped the school bus and went to go back for the book. I think she probably
no. She's too focused on snacks to care about your feelings, Kirk. She doesn't care.
Okay, Brian. Okay.
I fully believe that she was the bully back in the school days. 100,000%. She said it. She said, spoiler, I was the bully.
Oh, no. Dang it.
That's where the trauma comes in.
Oh, man.
This is where it really...
Oh, man.
Shout out to all the homeschoolers we have watching. I was homeschooled as well, Kirk, actually. I don't know if I've mentioned that to you before.
I don't think you have. But that's good to know. Homeschooling is fun.
It was very nice. It gave me lots of flexibility to start a Lego podcast when I was 15 and interview people at weird hours of the day because they were like in a different country.
Yeah, because like if I was in public school, I would probably not have as much time to work on any of the stuff that I work on. So I definitely enjoyed it, and it definitely opened up a lot of opportunities for me. There was the time that I was actually interviewed by, or a part of this like commercial advertisement for Weebly, which is that website making company. And I was a part of their little ad that they did at this event that was taking place in Atlanta. So that's one thing. of course, Lego conventions. I probably wouldn't be able to go to as many conventions if I wasn't, homeschooled. So I definitely enjoyed it. And I think for me, also, it allowed me to kind of learn more about what I had like interest in. It wasn't like a whole thing of like peer pressure from public school and other kids doing certain things like sports and stuff. It's like, oh, fit in with the crowd. For me, it allowed me to just kind of have that time to myself and see what exactly it is I want to do. And that's how I got into the whole Lego thing. And so I'm very grateful for that. I definitely liked the experience or enjoyed the experience.
Exactly. I could just
Yep.
spend like my entire childhood from like 5 to 15 reading history books all day.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's so I can't follow the conversation. There's so much I have no clue that what you're referring to. I'm still give it a try and stay with it some more. Recco, the thing is, we have no idea what we're talking about either. I am spouting my own nonsense. Joshua's trying to keep it professional, and Kirk is trying to get a word in when he can. So this is going 3 separate ways on 3 different wavelengths, and we're just trying to make the streams cross and make it as cohesive as we can.
Jeff says he has the link for that commercial, by the way, if anyone wants to let me know. Yeah, go ahead. Do keep in mind, though, that this was like 14, 15-year-old Kirk, so I definitely do not have any bass in my voice at all. I sound very high-pitched.
Wow, that sounds amazing. We need to get
no. Oh,
send
no.
that to producer John so he can play that on the stream.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Now I gotta find it. Jeff, were you just making it up? Did you not actually have the link? I could find it. I actually don't mind you guys sharing it. I could find it. Hold up. Let me see.
Bye,
I won't be able to screen share it, but I can share it. Let's see. Copy link address. All right.
This is the portion of the show where I bring out the Cheez-Its, so I don't just talk about how hungry I am.
Smart move. We have a link in the chat to the commercial. It is locked, loaded,
God.
and ready to go.
Oh, God.
Can we get the audio on this commercial? Is that available as well?
Producer John, let's see if we can get that piped in.
Oh, God.
Oh, Golden Light said earlier that this is a show about nothing. True.
That's honestly what this has kind of become.
I mean, like, what other Lego live streamer you're gonna get this kind of entertainment? You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
That's what makes it so fun, though. If 2020 needed a show, it's just a show about nothing. You can just have fun.
I need to download the file for audio to come through. Give me a minute. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay. Gives me.
Did it calm down? I had to take the vet for a spell. Yes, it did calm down a little bit, but until I get re-triggered, then it's gonna be calm for a minute here. Alyssa asking, not Alyssa asking, how are those old instructions working out for you, Joshua?
Awful. As you know, if you've watched these streams, I can barely handle building a set with modern instructions. I'm slow. I miss pieces. I'm not good at it. These old instructions, there's just so many pieces. This entire kit is 11 steps.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Okay. 12 if you count the step where they show it all off at the end.
Oh, God, Jeff. Jeff's just like, it was in his folder. I have to blackmail Brian and/or Kirk. Oh,
there's a lot in that folder, Jeff. Just on me.
Oh, man.
Joseph Swan earlier in this comment, so good. There was a girl in my school who was in a Japanese sponge commercial, and for all the years I knew her, she reminded everyone incessantly.
Oh my God.
So wait, like the commercial was for a sponge that's made in Japan, but it was like in the US, or like literally the commercial played in Japan, and she somehow ended up in this commercial. Wow.
Everyone wants me to get re-triggered. I don't know if we want this. We want this commercial of Kirk, don't we?
Producer John is piping it through.
I thought that Joe initially said like a SpongeBob commercial played in Japan.
That's what I thought.
The thing played in Japan. That's what it is.
The thing played in Japan. Wow.
I wish I was that successful.
I've never been in a commercial.
Joseph Zawada has amazing stories. True.
We're
Yeah.
supposed to be having him actually in one of these streams one of these times.
I know.
Ooh.
If anything, for the 24-hour live stream. We could ask Brian to build a Technic set next stream. No, I want to get spicy, not tortured. Thank you.
More spice, less torture.
I should put that on a t-shirt. I missed the start. What donuts do you have today, Brian? I do not have any donuts whatsoever because that would make me feel awful on the inside, more so than I already feel. I ended up getting a large iced coffee with almond milk and 3 shots of pumpkin and a lot of sadness and regret pumped into that as well as 2 egg and cheese wake-up wraps, which they managed to burn the cheese on because they left it too long in the conventional oven. So that's what happened.
Jeff, wondering what does one need to do to be in the 24-hour live stream? So the way it works every year, for people who are not familiar with our 24-hour charity live stream that we do the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving here in the U.S., you should definitely check it out because it'll be super fun. Because if you like these streams, it's just going to be 24 hours of Brian
crying
off the rails. If you want to join, keep an eye on like all of our social media channels and on YouTube. We'll make a video. We have a Google form that we have everybody fill out so that we can get your email address to send you the link and your contact info. So that's how it works. So just watch our social media or watch the YouTube channel for a video, and we'll have all that info out some point in the future here.
I still don't. Sorry,
wondering why it's taking me so long to build the yellow castle. I'm a slow builder and I talk too much.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Kevin. See, I've pulled way back from drinking coffee recently because I realized there was so much like creamer and everything in it that like the amount of calories were just like really bad. As much as I enjoyed drinking it, unless you drink it like straight black coffee, which I can't do.
Well, so I get it with almond milk, which is better for you than standard milk. And so typically with a large coffee, you get 5 shots or 6 of the flavor, and I only get half every time.
Oh,
so
God.
like I try to be good about it, but yeah, if I have the works of what it's supposed to be, it's way too much even for me too. It's like way too sweet. So I get that, and I try to like pace it out like that. But yeah, I don't do cream. That's too much. Or I could force Brian and Kirk to work on a mock project together. No, I don't have that much creativity.
I think that would be more torture for me.
I really don't think you guys understand like just how bad me being on the 24-hour live stream might be. I don't think you understand.
No, you don't understand how amazing I know it's going to be.
Oh god.
This is such a duality of man because like Joshua, I don't know how much like you know me outside of these live streams. You've gotten a taste, but there aren't many people who have there is. Let me think about this for a half second. There has been nobody on this earth who has spent a consistent 24 hours of me through and through ever. And this isn't me pulling like the e-clout card. There's a lot of people who would want to be with me in a room for 24 hours, Joshua. And I don't think you're ready for like, it's going to go up and then it's going to tank. It's going to tank. And then you're going to be like, no, never mind. I don't know if you're ready, man.
I am ready. This will be like the 6th year we've done this 24-hour live stream. So I think I've experienced it enough. I'm prepared and I'm so looking forward to it.
All right.
Oh god.
Producer John has the commercial ready. So
Oh, boy.
take it away.
The energy here in Atlanta today is honestly awesome. We're so close to reaching our 1,000 boss goal, and I think it's going to happen right here in downtown Decatur today.
My name's Alex Green. I had a goal and I met it today. I'm one of the 1,000 bosses. Perfect. My unique business idea is the Green Guru. Weebly has literally opened up the door for me to start building my business in ways that weren't happening and weren't possible 24 hours ago.
Ooh, I got a business! Hey, I'm Dana. Get you signed up with Weebly today.
My name's Kirk Wilson. I'm 14 years old and I enjoy building with Lego bricks. My slogan is stop building inside of the box and start building outside. Publishing my site made me feel as if I was stepping into a new beginning.
And press publish.
Wow, that is amazing. That's amazing.
Way to go.
For publishing, thank you, Weebly. It really happened. You should tell people what it feels like to click the publish button. Knowing that it was going to be live was exhilarating. This is amazing. Do it. Do it now. You should just work with Weebly and start something. Today. I did it! I'm my own boss.
I feel as if my Weebly site's going to allow me to accomplish inspiring other people to be who it is that they are.
Who would have ever thought we'd go around the Southeast and create more than 1,000 bosses? We just did it here today. It made all of this really worth it when you have somebody actually publish their site and realize, I can do this. And when they have that aha moment and you see their dreams come to life, there is just nothing like it. It's infectious for us at Weebly, and it's why we do what we do.
Wow, that's a lot to take in there, man. That's a well done commercial. You look good there. You had the suit on.
I did.
Sounded good,
I did.
man.
Kirk, you look like a professional.
I know.
I
Who
did.
knew you had this in you the
No,
whole time?
it's what I do. I
Kirk,
literally.
I promise you, if you wore that suit to the clubs, you'd be swimming. Swim, please, Kirk. Do yourself a favor when the world goes back to normal. Roll up out of the Pinto, and you're just like, here we go. We're ready. You know, do it.
I still have the suit. Actually, it's
There we
actually
go.
in this-
What are you talking about? Joshua has the red suit.
Oh,
You
God.
have the whatever suit that was. I have a nice suit that's like I have one that I haven't worn because I was going to wear it at conventions and whatnot, and then the world decided to. So I haven't made a public appearance yet, but it does exist.
Joseph, how does Joseph have like a hilarious anecdote for everything?
I made a Weebly website for a fake company I had to run in college. If you didn't make $250, you failed the class. My parents donated the last $235 for the cause.
Oh man.
Oh my god. What was I building? Okay, so I actually made this sort of contraption for my Nintendo DSi that actually lets you play it as if it was an arcade machine with like the joypad and everything. So that's what that build was. It fit on like the screen portion had something that slid onto it, and then the rest of it was like the sort of box that it just rested in. And it actually worked. I don't have it anymore because I couldn't keep that together for that long, but that's what that build was.
So do you still use that website? Do you have a website from that?
I actually have it. It's like kind of sitting to the side because I still have to work out stuff with it. Once I can like figure out the other portion for instructions and all that other stuff, then I'll definitely like advertise it more. But right now it's still like I kind of put it to the side for at least for now until I can figure out the instruction portion, because that's what I would mainly use it for now based off of what I do now. So that's it. I also used to have a blog on WordPress, but that I took that down for the most part. It's still up there. Surprisingly, people still like the post, but that's about it with that.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. All right, I'll be back like momentarily because I need to take care of something real quick, and then I'll be back.
Never been so happy to watch a commercial in my life.
It's a nice commercial.
It is.
How's the Harry
Yeah.
Potter set coming along?
It's going. I'm on the second floor. right now.
I like that little tree bush build. That's cool.
I do too. I like the entire front. I appreciate when Lego does actual houses and whatnot. It makes it, more of a standalone thing, I guess.
Kevin says Joseph is literally the best human. His stories are like reading poetry from a modern Greek scribe. It's like the Iliad, but live and in person.
Yes. I 100% agree. Oh, dang it.
So what's a cool way to incorporate Lego into my wedding? And somehow I've been thinking about that. You don't want to go like overboard with it, but it would be fun to do something.
Yeah, so I've thought about for my fictitious wedding, depending on obviously who I marry, like if they were into what I like, I also wouldn't want to overdo it, but also want to throw in like references and things like that. So depending on what you would want to do, if you got people on board, like let's say people specialize in cufflinks on like the groom side, so they could be like a brick, a cufflink or something.
Oh, that's true.
But if you didn't want to have the attire necessarily reflect that, you could do like centerpieces in a particular way. Like there's very subtle ways to do it without it being too overwhelming. But
yeah, the centerpiece thing was something I had thought of. I think there's some cool possibilities there. I know I've seen people do various Lego related things with that at weddings.
Yeah, and obviously with her, you don't want to like it's too much. It's like, well,
right. She's very understanding of the Lego hobby, but
yeah. That's like, I probably would not, unless she really wanted me to, like dress up in like a Mario-esque groom outfit, because that is a thing that has happened in Mario before, where in Mario Odyssey, Mario crashes Bowser and Peach's wedding, and Mario has like a big white top hat with like the white suit, and it looks like a really dapper outfit, but like, would I want to actually get married in that? It's like, well, probably not, but
Joseph said a Lego themed groom cake, hobby themed cake is pretty standard. Yeah, I like that idea. Definitely, and you can make some like really cool Lego themed cakes, so that's like a fun way to do it.
Bionicle wedding favorites. Well, we don't want to have like little nuggets of poo poo in the little basket.
Right, we don't want people to hate us.
No. I like where your head's at, but no. Yeah, a wedding seems like an opportunity to keep the Lego-ness subtle, if at all. Yeah,
that was my thought. I do feel like some nod to it would be nice, just because it's been such a massive impact in like my life over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So doing something with it would be cool.
Daniel saying, who getting married? Joshua Hanlon is the one getting married. He just got engaged over the weekend. Let's see. Lego used to sell a wedding cake topper. I feel like that might be a bit much. Like, unless she's really into it too. Like, my friends have been like, "Oh, Brian, I know the perfect Lego person wedding for you," and I'm like, "Well, I don't know if I would want that, but cool, like
I agree. It's good to keep an awareness about it. Joseph Sawada says, with the new house, is the B2B studio getting an upgrade? So no plans for that right now. At this point, I think we'll stick with this studio we use right now because it works well. And this room we don't have any other uses for in the house at the moment, so there's not like need for this space. So since we literally painted the walls yellow and red in here for the studio, and it's all set up. So I think we'll probably stick with this for a while.
You need to get a Lego wedding cake for your wedding. Nah, that might be even too much. What now? Now you, I don't know if you've talked about this. You probably haven't. But what is your ideal flavor for a wedding cake?
I don't know. That's a good question.
And so
Mostly I just like white vanilla cake. I generally prefer that over like a chocolate cake. So if it's like vanilla versus chocolate, the two main flavors, I go with vanilla. But then other kind of lesser, like German chocolate cake can be really good. Red velvet and some of that stuff. So kind of the less common flavors can also be very good.
Mm. Yeah, unless both parties are super into something, you should go in more standard direction for stuff like that. I agree. Like it's easier if there's an overall theme. Like if you're both into video games or both into like something, you could theme it more subtly. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Josh's fiance does not have the same affinity for Lego, so it's like, oh,
that's a good bet. I'd hope she'd make it to a convention for the first time just to see what they're like this year. I'd planned to have her go to Brick World Chicago, but obviously that didn't happen. So hopefully next year,
yeah,
if we can make Brick World Chicago happen, it'd be fun for her to check it out.
Vanilla almond cake, sweet cream icing, and raspberry preserves is the
Whoa.
best cake flavor I've ever had. Wow, very specific, but
good.
I like it.
I'm not talking about raspberry. I'm not always a big fan of raspberry. The rest of that sounded really good.
Yeah. I had a really good wedding cake. So at my friend's wedding they had over the summer, they didn't have the actual cake, but they had cupcakes of what the wedding cake flavor would be, and it was amazing. It was like a lemon strawberry something. It was so good. Oh my goodness. It's awesome.
Lots of good ideas here in chat.
Yeah, lots of good ideas. It really just depends on what she wants. Now, that also begs the question, like how much of this, wedding will be her doing or you're doing, So that's another thing.
As with most weddings, mostly her doing. I think that's pretty standard, as I think most married people would say. So I'm fine with that. I think I haven't been the type of person that's like dreamed about my wedding day for my entire life and what it would be like. So I think I'll be okay.
Fair enough.
Joseph said I had a friend who did a donut pyramid instead of a cake. Yeah, we're actually, I think, seriously considering doing like a donut bar, donut wall for like the reception, because I think donuts are fun. They're delicious. They're fun food. So everyone likes donuts. I think that'd be fun.
And if they don't like donuts, you just don't invite them because they're not worth inviting anyways.
That's exactly right.
All right.
Yeah, the food part of the stream today is themed around weddings. Franco, thanks for joining us.
Cake is the only thing.
Oh, sorry.
I was saying on Tina's comment, cake is the only thing I like about weddings besides seeing family. So make a good choice.
Oh, wow. Real pressure there.
Thanks, Tina.
Oh, man.
Kevin, you are 100% on the invite list for the wedding. Don't worry.
Right next to Aunt Tina.
Right. What, they like number spots at tables or whatever. Put him next to Aunt Tina.
Well, yeah, you gotta fill up that hall with 7,500 people going to that wedding. You gotta extend the reach.
That's true. Tina says she wants to sit by Kevin as well, so it's perfect.
Who wouldn't want to,
I know. Joseph's little sister got chocolate fondue all over the back of his aunt's wedding dress, so I'd advise against a chocolate fountain. Yeah, chocolate fountains can be very messy.
Yeah, that gets sticky and sanitization and all that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for your aunt's wedding dress.
Honestly, I'm trying to think right now, and I don't think I've ever been to a wedding.
Oh, never at all? I mean, I go to very few weddings, but I have been to, like, family members.
I'm really trying to think. Maybe when I was younger, and it's just something my mom would probably remember more. But I don't remember ever going to a wedding.
I mean, with that suit you had in that commercial, nobody invited you to a wedding?
I'm shocked. I am shocked right now.
So weddings can either be very. So it depends on the couple, in my experience, and I'm not going to throw any shade because none of the people that I have in mind are even remotely watching. But it's either like, okay, well, this is gonna go, we'll see, cool, or it's gonna be, like not a fun wedding. It depends on the music, depends on the vibe, and it's such a typically they're super expensive, so like, trying to orchestrate in what I would consider to be a good wedding is a very fine balance, I guess. Which is why I'm glad that Joshua's fiance is taking the hold, so Joshua can't make it a boring one. So I trust her to make it a not boring one.
I have been to some very boring weddings in my lifetime, and
I'm sure
that has been something that I definitely want to avoid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not that hard. Like there's no reason to make people stand around for an hour after the wedding with nothing to do because you're taking photos or something. Like, you can plan things out, you can have things for people to do. It doesn't have to be an awful event for everyone that's in attendance.
100%. And also it depends on the people. It depends on just just everything all together, I've been to a mixed bag. I've been to weddings that are a lot smaller, not as well put together, but I can only hope for my wedding for this fictitious woman will be a absolute banger.
I think it will be one day, Brian. It'll happen.
Because I'm thinking okay, I'm gonna obviously marry someone I think is cool, ideally, right? I'm not gonna marry some schmuck. So
hopefully
not. Hopefully she's not gonna be like that miserable, whatever. So ideally, we can have fun with the wedding, and it can be a whole big thing. So,
what exactly would you like? At least, and of course, it would probably change. It probably wouldn't be the exact way, but what would you have in mind if you were to have a wedding, Brian? That is.
If I were to, so a lot of it is entirely dependent on her, and I am definitely the guy to be like, all right, you give me the ideas, and some things I would be more stringent on than others. And this is also depending on money, because they can get very expensive.
Yeah,
I can see the appeal. Let's say I got unlimited cash flow. Beyond the Brick, puts me in charge of the whole shindig. Joshua and John are in Tahiti with their respective significant others. I run the ship and I make all the money. I would potentially love to have a live band at the wedding, which is it can be very pricey, but I think there's something to having a live band, or also having a DJ for like the more dancey, type things. There's got to be enough wedding cake for everyone who wants some and more. I want the wedding cake to be good enough that you want to have more than one slice of it. Yeah. And I hate when it's like, oh, you're saving concern, whatever. No, just take all the wedding cake and whatnot. And provided that, yes, she is a nerd like me, there would be references to different things thrown in very tastefully, if that's the vibe she wanted to go with. Otherwise, I mean, I don't mind going all out. It just depends,
Gotcha.
What in the heck is this nerds talking about dream weddings? We got nothing else to talk about, butt chop. Got nothing else, man. We're scraping the barrel.
Oh, God.
No, this is legitimate advice that I need.
Yeah, so I mean, I would say it's good to let her take the charge and the helm, right? Unless you have something you're very particular about, but if you're marrying her, you probably see eye to eye on a lot of things anyways. So it's not like she's going to say something ridiculous and you're like, well, sweetie, I don't know about that one. It's going to be, a pretty, tit for tat thing.
I agree. I think since we're both obviously into history, some kind of like historical reference, something historic, and I'm not sure exactly what that would be or how that would be incorporated, and then some kind of small Lego reference with either a themed cake or something. Those are the two kind of out of the ordinary things.
Totally. What about you, Kirk?
I guess I'm gonna have to just throw out that whole idea of an 80s themed wedding, because the way Brian's just like, it's all up to her. And I'd probably be the same way, so I can just give up that dream, because unless she has the exact same interests, it's out of here.
It's not about you.
Yeah.
But it's also, and this is coming from a guy who has no experience in this department, even remotely, but relationships, as far as I know of them, is that it's a very back and forth and a compromise, etc. So unless, like you said, she loves the 80s, it's like
yeah, it's not happening. Which I'm totally fine with. I would be fine with that. I mean, we've at least got to play like one song though that I like.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
Yeah.
Like, so what I'm hoping for, Kirk, that's something I didn't touch on, was that there's going to be something like I need to have the internet song playlist, or at least a section of it where it goes like "Never Gonna Give You Up" and all those other songs all right in a row that are the famous internet songs. Like, there has to be a chunk of that, because like this person I have in mind, I'm like, all right, well, we're probably going to be on that same wavelength, so she would appreciate that, and that would be a welcome thing. So
that would be great.
Golden Light Picture says this is weirdly good advice. See, when I'm not popping off about nonsense, I know what I'm talking about.
I know.
It's a very that's the beauty of like what I do, is you not only are entertained by the nonsense, but then you can decipher and decide when to listen to me on the actual matters that matter. It's great. It's a balance, and not many people can do it.
One of these streams will get Kevin Hinkle in here as an actual married person with some advice.
Yes.
I don't think he would disagree. I don't think any of us have said anything that is like so outlandish or,
Because I mean, to be honest, the last thing I want to do is, be at the altar with the Avengers theme song playing. Like that's not happening. That's not happening. As she's walking down the aisle,
down the aisle of the Avengers theme song.
Like, what? No.
You definitely did not get permission to use it.
No. Oh man.
But hey, if she's into it, why not?
Oh god.
Like there's no issue with being weird like that, as long as you're both on the same page.
Right.
Exactly. Like, last thing you want to do is just have it like where for you're absolutely enjoying it, but then the other person is not, like that. Yeah,
no, that's the inherent flaw, and shows like, okay, if you just make this executive decision and you're like, no, babe, I want the Avengers theme while you walk down the aisle, I want to look at you and think Black Widow. How does that make her feel?
Oh god.
Please place
It makes
the
her
Infinity
think
Gauntlet
things like-
on the bride's hand. Putting the glove on her.
Oh god. Does anyone have any objections? She just raises her hand at the altar. I do. I would like to get out of here as soon as possible. Oh god.
Dodged a bullet there.
Oh man.
My uncle walked down the aisle to Duel of the Fates, and I'm sure that was a mutual decision you and your uncle and your aunt came to.
Oh god, how would that even look? If that's even a true story, that just sounds. I mean, it sounds cool, but that's just probably like the the boy in me that's just like, oh, that sounds so cool, but no, that just sounds kind of odd.
Well, but that's the thing. If they're both into it,
Then I guess it does kind of work.
you can't,
Yeah.
I went to a wedding where it was all Disney themed and all Mickey Mouse and all everything, and I'm like, all right, cool. It's all
That reminds me of a story. I can't remember who it was, but they did tell me that when they got married, they had like a wedding theme that was based on or themed on what was it? Incredible Hulk. And I looked at them and I was like, okay,
that's weird.
I guess.
Choice of-
But it's because they both like the character, and I'm like, I get that, but that seems a bit odd. Was there no other thing that you guys could have thought of that I don't know. But I mean, like you said, Brian, if they're into it and that's what they want, then go ahead. But that still seemed kind of weird. It still did. Just don't snap her. Oh God.
Yeah, what to call it.
Oh no. Hey, look, like some music just like starts playing in the background. I start grooving to it, snap my finger. Uh-oh, I just made a big mistake, and then she's gone. Oh God.
So there's your sage wedding advice from two single guys and a recently engaged one.
Yes.
You can't go wrong there.
Nope.
Oh man.
I'm glad we have lots of time to work these things out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why do we like building with Lego bricks? It's not Legos. I'm gonna have to stop you right there. But anyhow, I mean, because it's what we're into. I really don't know what.
No
other
way. You can't really describe it.
Can't really.
I can describe it. It's because I have attachment issues from when I was a child and I never grew up beyond Lego, so I keep holding on to it to preserve some sort of my childhood.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy.
There's the code, ladies and gentlemen. Is it true? Is it not?
It stopped an hour ago.
That's part of the sad, traumatic backstory for the 24-hour live stream. While Jang Bricks and Andres are talking about their city and going to a separate part of the lobby.
Oh god. Avengers Infinity Marriage. That. Oh god. And Kevin says, Legos are neat. Kevin, first of all, you spelled it wrong, and second of all, don't do that. Kevin, you know better. Okay? Just say Lego bricks. Don't join the dark side, buddy. Okay? Don't do that. Mm-mm. Don't do that. I also feel like, here's the thing. Like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, we get what you're talking about. Like, when people say Legos, like, it's obvious that they're talking about that. But I think for me, what really pushed me into saying, like, Lego bricks and everything like that was when I started working at the Lego store. And I had to type out certain stuff in a certain way that was, not saying Legos. And I think it just became a habit. So that's why I, like, purposely put that there whenever I type out something that has to be typed out that way. I don't know. It's just a habit that I built. Yeah. Like, even prior to that, like, I knew the term was not Legos. And even though people that were not into the hobby as I was, whether it was a relative or something, and I just hear them say the word, and I would just be like, no, that's not how it's said. And, but yeah. Kurt going on a rant now. This is fantastic. All about Legos. No rant. No rant for me. I'm not one to rant at all.
Kevin's upset you're doing the brand enforcer's job for them.
Oh god, I let people enforce them. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, when I was working at the Lego store, I was like the guy that was just following the rules, still trying to have fun, of course, with the kids. That's what I miss most
And
about
some
it.
kid would come in and throw your set out the window.
No, here's what would happen, and I remember this vividly. There would be kids that would come in, and the main thing that they would do was go to like those little event type tables, like based off of certain things. So one time we had I think it was the spin jitsu things for. It was either spin jitsu or the air. No, was it air jitsu? It was one of those things that I think came after the air jitsu stuff, where it was like the ripcord thing, and that was like the next thing, and then the Ninjago thing was like the ripcords. So they had that table. All the kids would just use that, and I would do it with them for a bit, and then walk around the store, ask a few questions here and there of, what are you looking for? What interests you? Of course, you have those customers that are like, oh no, we don't need any help. They just walk off, and you just kind of stand there a bit awkward for a bit, and then you kind of have to move along. And then I do remember there was one story actually, or one day when I was able to sell someone the UCS Millennium Falcon, and that was my first ever big sell at the store, and I was very pumped about that. I was very pumped about that.
So take us through that process. What does it take to sell someone an $800 Lego set?
So here's the thing. You have people that are either interested in the set, and for my case, luckily the person was already interested in the set. But they were really trying to contemplate if they wanted to do it, because they hadn't had, I think from what they said, they hadn't had any luck finding it at any Lego stores, and since they were in the area, they were actually visiting because they didn't live in Georgia. So they were visiting. And since we had some in the back of the store, we were like, yeah, we have this set. He's like, okay, I'll think about it. I'm just like building conversation with him, talking about Star Wars, asking him, well, why does he like the set? What are some of his favorite things about the set? And does he have any other interest in other, sets from the theme? So we just built that conversation, talked about it for a bit. And then eventually he was like, well, I'm in town. You guys have it. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this, when I go back home. And I'm like, if that's the case, I would go ahead and do it. If you really think you want the set, go ahead and do it. And he was like, you know what? You're right. And so he grabbed that set and he walked out the store with it. And I think I actually wheeled it out for him on the little cart thing. So yep. So that's how that happened. Yeah. I miss those days. It's nice to hear Vision talk. Don't jinx.
Joseph, wondering, did you ever have a Karen moment? Did anybody get like super upset or just go like way over the board with you?
No. So only like weird moments I've had at the store. There was one with some father, but I'd rather not talk about that because that just like really threw me off that day at work, and I was like, don't get why you have to say that, but okay. And then there was one time where, of course, you have those parents that walk in the store with their kid, and it's like, hey, so what would you recommend for little old Timmy boy over here? And I just start talking about certain sets, what I like, what asking them what their interest may be, and then they throw in those occasional moments of, well, he's so talented at building, he could build this in 0 seconds flat, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm sure. He was like, how long does it take you to build sets? I'm like, I kind of just take my time with sets, just enjoy the building experience. I'm not in a competition. I don't want to have a race against Timmy and see, how fast we can build our sets together. And it's just those moments. But at the end of the day, I really did enjoy working there. In terms of that and just interacting with the kids, I think that's like probably the best part, because especially when we have those like events and everything with the mini builds, and you get to talk with the kids and guide them along the way with building the set, and that's definitely the fun part about that. I do also remember the one time, I think this was before I officially started working with them. This was like second time of like talking with them after the interview and everything like that, and we watched the Infinity War trailer in the back of the store because it had just came out, and we were like, wait, the Infinity War trailer is out. Let's watch it. So we turned off the lights in the back room, had the computer on, and we just played the trailer and we watched it. I think we watched it like twice, and we just like started like talking about it. Eventually, we all planned to go see it in the theater that was in the mall. So that was definitely a good day. And then eventually, this was after after I left, me and my former coworker had actually made plans to go see Endgame. So we were like, let's meet up, let's go see Endgame and actually like finish this whole, culmination of the MCU. That's what happened. I miss him actually because he's still in Georgia, but of course I've moved to North Carolina, so we can't meet in person unless I was to actually like go down there and stop by the store and everything like that. But I miss the place.
Fun retail stories. Kevin said
Yeah.
you had too good of an experience. You didn't work
I
there
did.
long enough to have the Karens.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. Luckily, I did it. How's the mock going? Okay, so here's the thing with that. Right now, I'm kind of fiddling with stuff because I was looking at something and something caught my eye that was cyberpunk related. And so I think I'm gonna veer off with this mock and not do something Batman related. I think that's what's about to happen because I started making this sort of like garage door sort of thing that I'm working on right now. And I think that's what's about to happen. I'm not sure, but I think that's what's going to happen, which would be fun because it's been a while since I've done something that's like not based off of a movie or anything like that. So if that's what happens, I would actually be very excited about that.
I'm very close to done with the Yellow Castle here.
I mean, you're just making an alleyway? Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though, Jeff. It's actually still possibly going to be an alleyway because I think I just might make an alleyway that's just like cyberpunk theme. I think that's what I might end up doing. You live in North Carolina. We are neighbors. I live in South Carolina. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't know that many people in the community that are in North Carolina, though. And it's weird because it's funny though because I used to live in New Jersey, and at that time I wasn't a part of the whole like community in terms of like streams and talking to people and stuff like that. And so when I moved to Georgia and eventually got more into the community, and I found out that like people like Joey and Matt and everything were in New Jersey, I was like, that would have been nice if I would have known about that and I could have, eventually met Joey if I was still in New Jersey, but eventually we met at like conventions and stuff. So that's always good. But yeah. Like you can put lipstick on a pig, cyberpunk, still a pig. If you're going all out, do it right, my friend.
Cyberpunk is an awesome theme. I love cyberpunk builds. I wish people would do them more often.
Yeah, you don't see that much stuff in regards to, I mean, like you see a certain amount of stuff, but not that much.
We've covered probably like 90% of the cyberpunk builds ever done because there's so few of them.
Yeah.
They always catch my eye at shows just because they're so different and they have so many cool details that people can put in them and just the way they come together.
When Kirk starts talking, he doesn't stop. Do you want me to stop talking? Because one minute you guys are like, okay, Kirk's not talking enough. The next minute it's like,
I don't want you to stop, Kirk.
Good.
Don't let the haters get to you.
Good. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm trying to keep interesting conversation, guys. You don't want me to stop talking. Okay, good. Okay, good. Brick Magic was there for 5 years. Now Brick Universe, NC Log, Brick Journal magazine is published there. Interesting. I have heard of Brick Universe, and I know that one of my friends goes to the one in Augusta, but I have not been to a Brick Universe convention. I've only been to Philly Brick Fest and then Brick Fair, Virginia. And then the one time that Atlanta Brick Fest Live happened, which for me, it was like a good convention in the end because that's what kind of kicked off my channel and kind of got me motivated to start a channel in the first place. And I made whatever connections there with certain people. So that was the one thing about that. But it probably wasn't my favorite convention because of how, I don't know, it just didn't seem like that interactive compared to how Philly Brickfest is, because Philly Brickfest is like the more popular convention and it's like this whole big thing that happens with that. So I probably enjoyed that one more than the one that happened in Atlanta. But yeah. Brick Fair, Virginia is the superior convention. I kind of have to agree with you there, Joseph. I actually kind of do, because I would actually go to Brick Fair, Virginia in a heartbeat compared to Philly Brick Fest. Not that I did not enjoy Philly Brick Fest, because I did, because I met, people like Bricksmith and a bunch of other people. And I feel like for Philly Brick Fest, it kind of feels like a family reunion in a way. Like when you're going there, like, I mean, any convention is that way, but for me, I think that's how I look at Philly Brick Fest more, as like a family reunion. It's like you're meeting with all these people from like the more, not really smaller communities, but like it's individual communities that all kind of are interacting with one another, and you kind of hang out there and talk. You have the bowling and everything that takes place. Which funny story about bowling. At Philly Brick Fest during the bowling night, I was bowling and I had not bowled in a while, so I was a bit rusty that night. I got a few throws in, and then there was the one moment when I flicked my wrist and I pulled my wrist as that was happening. And so my wrist was in pain for a few months, actually. It started lowering towards like the end where it was like not as painful. But for those first few weeks, it was very painful, and I did not want to move my wrist throughout like the rest of the convention. Like moving mocks around and stuff, I was just like, this hurts. I had to ask some of my friends to actually like move the stuff for me because of how bad my wrist got hurt. And I didn't go to the hospital for it because I would just kind of shook it off. But I'm like, it actually hurt, and I don't know. So I'm like, I really need to like work on my bowling.
Those the convention injuries, man.
Oh yeah, like that was, I don't know. I was like, yikes. That's not what I planned to happen at all during that day.
Here we go. There's a couple pieces missing because I think I placed them in the wrong spot.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Opens up. You got the drawbridge that works.
That's awesome.
And then you can pull that off.
Cool.
And then there are like a ton of minifigs. There's like a dozen minifigs that come with this set. So,
Gotcha.
I would say that 8,500 one on Bricklink is well worth the money.
You could say that.
What has been your guys' experience actually with like the Lego string, like when it comes to tying the knot with it?
So you have to take one end of it, and like if you wet it with like some saliva, you're able to easily thread it better.
Okay.
Do it
because
that way.
like I've only had it like once, I think, with like a Technic set, and tying the knot for some reason it was such a weird experience, and I feel like I was doing it wrong, so I haven't done it in a while. But yeah, I don't know. What's my favorite?
Brian?
What?
Did you finish the Harry Potter set?
I finished the building itself. There's still the car remaining, but I did finish the building. It's very cool. It's got the letters that shoot out as if it were from the second or third movie. Right in here, there's the hideaway staircase right there, second floor. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice looking building.
Yeah.
Aunt Tina says she loves all the castle stuff from the 90s. It's true. We had a lot of that stuff growing up. It's honestly been, I mean, pretty much you have to go back to the 90s to find a decent castle theme. I mean, was it Knight's Kingdom was the one in the early 2000s, I think they called it, that had like the big kind of buildable Bionicle type figures.
Yep.
And there was some cool stuff there, but yeah, it's been few and far between since the 90s for decent castle sets.
Absolutely.
Can't believe they haven't gotten on that better.
I know. Well, here's hoping one day, right?
How's your Halloween decoration going in the studio and for your streams, Brian?
Good. It's all done on the other section over there. So probably either next stream or the one after that, I'll be from there just to spice it up, keep it spooky.
Mini Bricks wondering if anyone's getting the new iPhone. That's right. Yeah, Apple was competing with us for viewers, so I'm surprised they had anyone watching.
Oh, they
Baseline-
announced a new
Baseline $1,000 for the new iPhone.
Oh, really?
What's the number this time?
12. It's the very lowest model you could possibly get. 1,000.
I thought it was going to be cheaper. I thought I'd seen some stuff saying it was going to be like a cheaper one. Wow.
$1,000 starting price.
I mean, honestly, for me, it's not a desire. I have this iPhone 11. It works perfectly for me. The only thing I would look to upgrade eventually to is a camera, and so that's a goal for me. I really don't need to be, I don't desire to have like every single model of a phone that comes out like each time. So yeah. What's my favorite mock that I built? I saw you ask that earlier. So favorite mock I built was, let me see. I think it was actually the Spider-Man PS4 mock I made for Peter's apartment. So that's definitely my favorite mock. Second favorite, probably Battle of Wakanda Forest from Infinity War. And so that's my favorite. I did actually see the other day though that the Spider-Man PS4 mock officially hit 20,000 views now, like a little over. And that video is still like doing surprisingly well, especially seeing how old it is. So I'm definitely happy about that.
Starts at 700. Sorry, I thought it was 1,000. One of the models, it goes up to 1,500 for the most expensive. So my bad.
Like it's like 3 different models or something this time.
It's all the same stuff every year. It's
yeah.
Do you use an iPhone, Brian?
I have a Google Pixel 3a, and I love it actually.
Oh, okay. John and I both have the Pixel 2, so that's quite several years old now, and we are planning to get. But any day now, they're supposed to release the Pixel 5.
They announced it. They have it for pre-order. You should do it
right.
now.
Yeah. So we're gonna pick that up soon because our phones are getting pretty old and starting to have problems.
I mean, I had my, I think it's the Galaxy Note, not the one that blows up. What's the one that doesn't blow up? I'm trying to think.
The special model.
Yeah, the special model. The Note 8, I think it was. Note 8. So I had that for a while. And that definitely, I was able to put a lot of use to that when using it for my channel and everything like that. So for me, people are always like, oh, iPhone's better, Android's better. It's just waging war going on. For me, I just kind of like the phone based off of what it's able to do. So for me, Samsung and, iOS, I mean, it's not really a competition. I kind of base it off of like what the camera's able to do, and that's mainly because of what I do and what I would use it for. So that's my main focus when it comes to a phone. And of course, at the end of the day, it's really more so just for like calling. So if you're able to call someone or text someone, at the end of the day, I mean, that's all the phone is for. So that's kind of how it is.
Yeah, I've been very happy with the Pixel.
Yeah, and I've heard a lot of good things about that one too. So.
Well, I think that about wraps it up for this stream today.
Yep.
I think we've exhaustively covered a number of life advice topics.
We did.
Done a little bit of Lego building.
Always.
Thanks to everyone who joined us while we were live. We were over 1,000 viewers at like the entire stream. So
that's awesome. Thank you all very much.
Yep. Big thank you to everyone who is in the chat. Anyone who gave super chats, always appreciate it. We will be back next week with more Lego building, more chatting as always. So I hope you can join us once again. Talk to you soon.
Bye.